You know, I had titled this "Baby It's Cold Outside." Does that mean I got to sing you that song?
Yes.
Okay, I'll sing you that song. Oh, that's right. We can't sing that song because it's, the do-gooders don't like that song. Something about touchy-feely, squeezing a boob, doing, I don't know what the fucking.
Oh my goodness.
But anyway, can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Can you shoot Gia and Shalisa? What do you call it? Because I can't do it from my phone.
Yeah.
Obviously. And if I go to do it, I'm going to lose everything. Multi-gunman, how the hell are you? Gia, what's going on, kid? Shalisa, great to see you. I hope you're feeling lots better. Well, Shalisa, if you're not too tired, we're about to send you a link. A link?
A link.
I don't know where Stevie is. He's probably just coming in off the tractor.
Yep.
Ohio's not joining us tonight, folks. He's out with the fam. Oh, that's great, Multi. Great to hear it. I'm glad everything's going well, buddy. We missed another storm, though. I was supposed to get another storm, and fucking just missed us by 30 miles. So now I'm going to get two. Now I'm going to get like 2 miles. Now I'm going to get like 2 inches of snow.
2 inches is all.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Right.
We lost a boat. We lost a fishing boat.
Oh no.
Yesterday. Yesterday? When was the 30th? Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came in yesterday morning, the what do you call it, to the Coast Guard. They recovered one body, and the rest they can't.
No.
The rest they couldn't. There was a 22-year-old girl that just got out of college. She was like a marine biologist or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was on that boat for marine biology. It's just a shame. I mean, it's like a quarterback getting sacked, right? You know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but it's just.
Yeah, that's terrible.
The weather up here and up towards what do you call it, Bay there, up in Nova Scotia. That is just some of the absolute shittiest fucking weather you can imagine, especially this time of the year. But it's just, they're not going out on cruise ships. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're going out on 100-foot vessels, 150, 140-foot vessels, 110-foot vessels. And it don't take much to Hey, how are you?
Hello.
How you feeling?
Good.
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 It's good to see you.
You too.
Wait a minute.
Dear, you were doing a chat last weekend.
Yeah, I did one, and I purposely didn't send you one because I didn't know your what do you call it? And it was late, and I'm like, I'm not bothering her, and I didn't want you to because I said to myself, if we send it now, I said she's going to feel bad, and then I said, nope, I'd rather just have her get her rest.
You send it and say, no pressure, but here.
Yeah, I should have, and I'm sorry, but I'm not on my computer. I'm on my phone, so I can't. Once I set it up, I can't like send what do you call it with it? You know what I mean? That's why I had Dish send you a link because I can't do it from my phone. I mean, I can send a link now that I'm live. I can send a link, but when you're not live, don't ask why because it's just dumb. Or I am one or the other.
Yeah, I'm 3 weeks now out of the hospital, and I haven't gone back yet. So
good girl.
Yeah. Hallelujah. Woohoo. Yeah.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Thank you. Got pretty bad there.
Yeah. I've had it up to here. I obviously, with what you're going through, but I've had it up to here with hospitals this year. the end of 2025 and already this year, I'm done with hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us a few years break, please.
Right?
Yes.
I still haven't lit this one. My wife lit the other one and like burned it right through. But this one, I won't light.
It smells good, don't it?
Oh, it's always. But I won't light it because I want it to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I came downstairs this week, Dish, because I was a little loud last week, so
Aw.
I figured I'd come down in the dungeon. Place is an absolute mess. I'll have to clean this place up. I've got to get up north. I miss it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, I don't have a hat. Can you imagine I don't have a hat on? Oh, hell, hang on.
Oh my
There
God.
you
We
go.
have a Brett Michaels cowboy hat.
I do now.
You need a wig.
Do I look like Kenny Chesney now?
Oh, jeez.
Folks, I just have to look like Kenny Chesney. Come on.
I don't even know who that is.
He's a country singer.
No, I'm not into country, so I've heard his name, but I have no idea what he sings. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't either. But I mean, I probably do if I heard it. But
oh my God.
Chili's.
God, I must have 3 of his albums.
You should have popped him in while we were driving north.
No kidding. Couldn't find any good CDs in that van. We just listened to the radio.
Yep,
Really good station over by Steve and Susie's.
that was a good time. Hi, Vanessa Kitty.
Vanessa Kitty.
Vanessa, how the hell are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. I hope things are well. Like a rhinestone cowboy.
Boy.
I'd like to see a long-haired wig with you wearing that there, Mikey.
Hey, Gear.
Yeah, you cooking supper? I figured you were. Buddy.
I was
Yeah, how
almost-
do you make a note with your forklift license?
What's that?
Hi, Steve, way back there.
Yeah, he's in the back seat.
Start singing so you can compare? No, you do not want me to sing.
She was just gonna originally just jump on, and then I thought, well, she didn't say if she's just gonna type and say goodnight. Here I am. So I'll just kind of didn't even get my chair pulled up. I didn't know what she was doing.
I know I'm tired and I'm nursing a headache.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a drink about an hour ago and it went right to my head.
Been so long since I've been on a chat that my bedtime's gotten to be 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Right?
Oh.
Well, these guys are never around. Hey, you guys want to do chat? No. Hey, you guys want to do chat? No.
I can't.
It's like, all right, whatever.
He's
You know how they are, Shalita.
Yep. He's working mornings right now, so he's got to go to bed. You should have been to bed an hour ago.
Yeah, I just want to jump on there and say hello, guys. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Steve.
It is great to see you guys. Ah,
Yep. Start getting ready for bed. Charlie be out soon. Get a hug from you.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna stay on another 5 minutes. I just want to say
Okey-dokey.
it's been so long.
Yeah.
I know it's been too long. Things are crazy, so, and then it's, like I'll get out of work on a Friday night and I'll be like, and the work's been crazy. So I haven't been getting home till 9:30. And I'm
Okay.
just, by the time I walk in, talk to the fam, eat, and all that. And it's just, it's 10:30 or whatever. It's just,
That's bad for morale.
tell me about it. That's another reason why I haven't done any. Right, Dish?
Right. Years being funny out there.
Yeah, Gear's always being funny out there.
Yeah.
You know what I lost? My
Uh-oh.
mind. No.
No.
You know what's stupid to me?
What?
Was Craig here? No.
No.
Good, he won't laugh at me then. So remember, you guys remember the video I did in Craig Meet Me Outside? He gifted me this hatchet.
Oh, that's cool.
That looks like a throwing hook.
It's a Mora hatchet.
Oh, cool.
A Mora?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And it's really good for chopping. You don't really want to do like 4 or 5 inch stuff because see how the plastic meets the metal.
Yeah.
But you can chop a tree down with it. It's just as bad as it's just as the blades are just as bad chop as the knives are.
Okay.
It's mad sharp. But I meant to bring this up north. I forgot.
Okay.
Because I had to go up. I went up in December with my dad, so I can put more antifreeze in the toilet. I don't have. It's a dry cabin, but I have a toilet, so I just force flush it.
Okay.
But obviously, I can't do that in the winter. So, well, I could, but the cottage would have to be warm, and we weren't staying. So,
Yeah.
I wanted to put more I put antifreeze in it in October when I left, but I didn't think it was going to be enough, and it wasn't because the top part of the toilet bowl was frozen.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's fine. It's just there's no pipes. It just goes from the pipe from the toilet to the pipe to the tank, and it'd be an easy fix if something happened. So I'm really not worried about it. As long as it doesn't get all over my fucking floor, I'll be all right. But yeah, anyway, this is remember I was talking about these a long time ago, Dish?
Mm-hmm.
Years and years and years ago. Well, one day I said to Craig was using it on one of his videos, and I asked him about it, and I don't know. And then a little while later, he says, "Mike, you send me your address." I sent him my address, and he sends me the fucking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But she's got some pepper behind her, so she's a good camping. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Definitely a good camping. And she's got a nice steel back on her, so you can do 10 steaks. You can do,
Hi, Rita.
Say, Rita.
Hi, Rita.
Hey, Rita.
Rita.
Yeah, we got hit with a storm last weekend. Vanessa, I'm just bummed out we didn't get hit this weekend too. Well, I shouldn't say that. Tomorrow's Sunday, so maybe I'll wake up and the fucking thing came inland about fucking 50 miles. I'll get buried. I mean, the Cape's only getting like 10 inches, 8 inches of snow, but I wouldn't mind 8 inches of snow on top of the fucking 23 I just got.
Right.
And it's been blistering cold here too. I woke up the other morning. I think without the wind chill, it was -3 or -2 or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, it's been real cold here too.
And who the hell said something to me? They said, I only live 20 miles from you. How is that even possible? I said, well, first of all, I live 20 miles north of you.
Right.
I said, second of all, you live closer to the water, to the ocean. I said, and third of all, I said, I live in a valley. They don't call it Merrimack Valley because they had nothing else to call it. But the worst valley is up north where I have the cottage. That's worse.
Okay.
This morning's up there in July, late July. You wake up and you're like, ooh, you know,
Yes.
late July, early August. This nights, I'll have a sweatshirt on. Chip.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Gia, did you get? No, you didn't get that today. Carolinas did it. Carolinas got it. Carolinas, Maryland, they all got snow today. Not me though. Oh, I'm getting old dish.
Are you? I am too. I feel old anyway.
Man, I'm telling you.
I'm just getting fat.
Well, I've already been fat, so
Yeah, I keep
I mean, I guess I could get fatter, but and I probably am. I'm supposed to be buying a scale for the boy,
Uh-oh, yeah.
and my wife says, she said, but I don't want you to stand on it. I'm like, well, that was kind of ignorant. She goes, well, if you do, is it going to be one of those talking scales and the scale says, get the hell off? I'm like, oh, here we go.
Thanks for the, yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I text her one night because every night we have to calibrate the scales on the forklift. So we have 1,000-pound weight. And we put the forks underneath it. We weigh it, wait for it to hit 1,000 on our scale, and we hit save. So then I'll get on it. I'll get on the blades, and I'll have my hand held. I'll be like, okay, how much do I weigh? So one night it said 208 or something. So I text my wife. I'm like, babe. She goes, what? I goes, guess how much I weigh? And then she said something stupid. I'm like, no, babe, 208. And she goes, yeah. I said, babe, I calibrate this thing every night. We have to. It's, and she goes, well, obviously the computer on your scale's wrong. And I'm like,
Jeez.
Maybe
No,
your brain lost some weight.
I was watching Ryan Hall until this finally went live. Yeah, you like? Did I turn you on to him? Did me and Stevie turn you on to him? He's really good. I like him.
Alrighty. I'm off to bed.
Yeah. North
Alright.
Carolina got 16 inches of snow.
It was really good seeing you and Steve.
You too.
It was great seeing you guys.
Hi, Charlie. Hi.
I'm glad you're doing better.
Just wait a minute. Thank you. Hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah. Night, Charlie.
Hi.
Hi there.
Say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Charlie. And then there was two.
And then there was two again. Yep.
Dick, you know what I just discovered?
What?
I look fucking excellent in this hat.
Yes, you do. You're rocking it.
I should get a fucking, what do you call it? A bow tie or something. Just,
Yeah, there you go.
I'll get
Yes.
some shit kicking boots.
There you go.
I get my shit kickers on.
Yep.
Yeah, do you like do you think he's right? Because he hasn't been wrong for me. He's actually the one that said that first. Like he said it like 4 days ago that, you know, it'll be hit or miss. And he said, judging by, you know, past experience, past everything with those kind of storms and kind of the way there was another little tiny system up towards New York, you know, little Pennsylvania area coming, you know, and he goes, yeah, it's going to push it. It's going to push it out. I'm like, asshole. But he was pretty much on.
Go ahead.
He was pretty much on with the one I got last weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, he does. Well, because he has the time to do it, right, Gia? So he's not on TV anymore where, you know, you only got, you know, a 3-minute segment to tell about the news. This motherfucker goes into detail on why it's happening, where it's going to happen, you know, and, you know, he'll give you the counties, he'll give you the towns. Well, you know, Gia, you watch them. So, but yeah, you guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about with Gia, his name is Ryan Hall. Y'all is his YouTube page. He's a meteorologist, and he's not just, you know, this guy does it all. Like he goes into everything. He's got this. He let another YouTuber do a video on him. He got a house just for where he does his quote unquote studio or whatever, and all the weather and stuff, and you know all his people that help him with because it's a production. It's not a, you know, it ain't me putting my phone over there making a video. You know what I mean? This guy, it's a production, and he's really good at it. Really good at it. Like he's like high. He's like 90s for being on, you know. And he's really cool. I've messaged him in Instagram, and he's answered back. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know, he didn't big time anybody. You know what I mean? He didn't big time me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not like Dish. You know, when I am Dish. She just big times me.
Big time, Jim.
You know, can't talk to you little people. How's the weather down there? What's wrong with you people?
You people.
You
people.
Plus the whole crew, right on, Gia. It's Dish, you got one of these days, you got to turn him on.
Okay. Brian Hall, y'all.
Yep.
Okay.
He's really good. He used to sit way back in his chair and go like this. Meow. You know? But yeah, I miss him doing that. But yeah, and he's from Eastern Kentucky.
Oh.
Down in Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Where if you wanted to buy land, you can buy land for millions down there. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I know more people up here moving to Kentucky. And they're moving to semi-rural areas.
Yes.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like not way out where you can't get anywhere.
And you get raped,
you know, not like off grid, but Josh and Jace spent time in Michigan. Oh, really?
I just started following them because they were in Michigan. It came up on Facebook. They had some pretty cool little videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you want to go to Michigan?
I don't know.
Oh, I sent some stuff to a fucking marina. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be on one of the lakes. But it was a rough week because, first of all, it's the end of the month. Second of all, it was I didn't work Monday because of the storm. So we got double fucked Tuesday. So yeah, it sucked.
Yeah.
And it was cold but I went out and I bought a fucking bib, waterproof, wind resistant, and I'm like, go fuck yourself now.
Cool,
And
Mike.
so the other night, for the first time that I've been there, my feet got, and I wear steel toe boots.
Mhm.
They're insulated, but they're steel toe.
Yeah.
And and I don't tie my boots. Of course, I wish I could. I wish I could bend over that far. But my feet got cold. And one of my buddies at work says, Mike, why don't you tie your fucking boots, you numbnut? I'm like, well, if I could, I would. I said, but I hunt like this too, and all the guys laugh at me. I'll be trudging through the storm, my boots untied.
Yeah.
And they're all laughing at me. They're like, your feet are going to get cold. My feet won't get cold in these boots. I said, I got my money's worth out of these boots. And they go,
Yeah.
well, what do you have for socks? I go, one pair of wool socks. One pair. I said, one pair of wool socks. And I says, I don't use feet warmers. Why don't you use feet warmers? I said, because here's the problem when you use feet warmers. I go, you use feet warmers. Yep. And when you're walking, your feet are going to sweat. I don't care who you are. Well, my feet don't sweat. Yes, they do.
Right.
Now you're adding foot warmers. Yeah. Well, now you're motionless. Now you're going to sit for a little bit, and if you're in a stand, if you're up in a tree stand, yeah, certain ones might be wood. Yeah, certain, but 98% of them are metal. So now your feet's on metal in the cold.
Right.
If you're like me and you sit at the foot of the base of a tree, I said, I usually will find some kind of a stick, log, whatever, and I put my heel, I cross my legs like such,
Right.
and I put my heels up like this.
Okay.
My feet never hit the ground.
Okay. Gotcha.
Like when I used to go to the Patriots games
Mm-hmm.
in the cold, the first thing I would do, I would walk by one of the concourses that sell coffee or whatever, and I'd get, the fucking trays, the cardboard trays.
Mm-hmm.
I get like 4 of those. That's for the feet.
Okay.
2 each, 1 on each foot. My feet never got cold.
Huh. Cool.
Down to 1 burner on the stove. So disabled the wiring to the second on the back. What does that say?
To the back of the stove.
There's money symbol things in my way. I can't read. I don't even know why it's
Oh,
there.
okay. Yeah, he said that he needs to get a new stove here pretty soon. He's down to
Oh,
the
okay.
1 burner. 1 burner.
I got you. I had to put my truck on the road. Make her a legal beagle.
Yeah.
So I can go to my brother's and pick up a stove. I have one of those electric stoves, but with the fucking grilly things,
Okay.
coil thing, whatever the fuck you call them. So I don't have a flat, whatever you call those ones.
Right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I'm getting one. My brother has a flat. What do you call it?
Oh, cool.
But my truck ain't registered, so I can't.
Oh, you can't go get it.
I just take the truck from here to my work. It's 3 miles up the road, straight shot. I turn right out of my parking lot, drive 3.5 miles, turn left, and there's my work. So, and I know what times the cops are coming because I leave and it's almost the end of their shift, so most of
Okay.
them are coming this way anyway. So I just watch out, and this time of year, I just watch out for people, make sure they're not, going to pull out and hit me, or
Right.
but if they hit me, I'm just going to be like, excuse me, have a good day. Well, that's for all the guys that did it to me when I was legal on the road and they weren't.
Okay.
Dude, take my number. I'm like, I got you. I've been there, done that. You don't mind? I said, no, I don't mind. And every time they've ever given me their number, because it's happened to me like 3 times,
Yeah.
then they give me their number, and I fucking call, and they answer the phone first time. Hey, this is Mike. You know, we're up on 93. We got a little. Yeah. He's, I'll meet you at Dunks. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay. Meet him at Dunks. Fucking writes me a check for whatever he thought it would be, and I'm like, cool. I'm in.
Cool.
Shit don't bother me. I did it too, but I was legal.
Yeah.
I hit a guy up on 93, up on the interstate. And I said, holy shit. I said, you live fucking 2 doors down from my brother. He goes, no, sir. I said, yes, sir. I said, my brother's the second house on the right, the white one. He goes, Chris? I'm like, yeah. I go, can we? He says, yep. I said, all right, I'll see you down there. He says, okay. Down that weekend, talk to him. I said, take it wherever you want. Just get me a, give me a price on whatever it is. And I says, no. He said, okay, cool. I'm like, all right. A little bit illegal, but what the hell? That's how shit should go anyways.
Only live once, right?
Yeah, you can only die once.
That's right. Your brother's a cop too, isn't he?
Yeah, now he's agricultural.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep. He loves it.
Cool.
He don't like it that dingbats fucking him over sometimes, but he's back to
Right.
work now. But
Oh, okay.
had a 1988 Mazda B24. I got totaled by a drunk driver. The guy's dad asked me how much I should make the difference. I said $2,000. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, but as long as nobody get hurt, right? So it's like, you
Yeah.
know, we all fuck up. We all make stupid decisions. As long as nobody got hurt. If somebody got hurt, there was $2,000 ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? But nobody get hurt. Give the guy a tongue back, and then say, "Give me some money." It's almost like bartering, though. If you think about it,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
I got truck cover. I got seat covers for my truck,
Yeah.
and I heard it was an absolute fucking nightmare to put them on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't put them on yet. They're right here. Let me see if you can see them.
Oh, cool.
Mossy oak.
Nice.
I have to buy another steering wheel one because I don't. For some reason, it's just the stitching isn't that good. China.
China.
That's what
Timu.
happens when a 13-year-old fucking makes a fucking,
True.
you know.
That's sad to think about
It
that.
is. It's somebody asked me what I would do if I hit the fucking lottery. I said, well, if I hit like for an absolute, like, you know, couldn't spend it fast enough,
Yeah.
I go, I would probably open up a company and manufacture shit in that fucking place. Ship it, and but just make it right from scratch. Don't buy any shit from overseas. Don't do everything right from here. I said, but that would have to be a shit ton of money. That would have to be like, 3, 4, 500 fucking million. You know,
Oh, cool, Gear. He also got $8,000 or $800. I'm sorry, from the father-in-law's insurance too. Cool.
nice. Then I deleted all my video evidence. There you go. Get rid of the evidence.
Yeah.
I like this. This is a nice hatchet. This, fucking.
It looks nice. I
It's
didn't
got
know.
the handle like on the Morris too. The little the whoop, that boop. I like.
I didn't know you met him.
Huh?
I didn't know you met Craig.
I didn't. He sent it to
Oh,
me.
he just sent it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he sent this to me. I forgot how long ago, but he sent it to me in the mail. Craig's a good guy. You'd like him.
Oh, I know. I've watched his videos and stuff. But
Oh, yeah?
he seems really cool.
Yeah, no, he's a real good guy.
Yeah.
One of these days, I was gonna try to go ice fishing with him, but see, obviously, he's a regular guy. He works during the day, so
Yeah.
Because of the weekends, it's hard for me to get out. But
Yeah.
I'm talking to my wife to see if I can just get out of one day. Well, on school, she's got school break in a couple of weeks,
Oh, okay.
and I wanted to go out one day and go ice fishing.
Oh, cool. I hope
He
that works.
wants me to take him, but I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do it.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I said, but we get back up country. He says, I want to go ice fishing up country. I'm like, what? Because he doesn't say it that clearly, so it's,
Yeah.
So I'm like, what? He says, I want to go ice fishing. I said, you want to go ice fishing? Where? He says, oh, country. And I'm like, so the easy stuff is easy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll bring my shanty, obviously. If he's got to go to the bathroom, I can use they have those fucking bags you can shit in, and it turns everything into, costs you like $300. And then for the cottage, I can do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't have a snowmobile
Oh, yeah.
to get them out there.
To get him out there. Yeah.
I would need a snowmobile to get them out there. I would have I'm gonna get you all dizzy for a minute, but see it?
Yep.
Whoops, why am I frozen?
You're not.
Yeah, but my phone is.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, it's asking about AI shit now and everything. What the fuck?
Just from
Okay, there I
moving
am.
it.
So that's my sled right above my head.
Cool.
So I can put him in the well. I probably wouldn't put him in the sled with all that shit. I'd probably just throw him on the back of the snowmobile. But obviously they'd have to have a back on the snowmobile because he wouldn't hold on to me.
Okay.
I mean, I could hold him, drive one
Yeah.
hand. It's only a fucking snowmobile, isn't like it's a fucking. But yeah, that's the only way that would go. And obviously, I would probably. I couldn't do it with the shanty I have. I would either have to bring my teepee out and set that up,
Mm-hmm.
and you just use the wood stove. To keep him warm.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Oh, yeah.
I take him in the spring and the summer. He sits in the chair. Stupid. Did I tell you the story?
I don't know.
You guys want to hear a funny story? Well, it's not funny, but it was funny. Like from Dad's stupidity funny. So I says to him, I go, we're going to go fishing. And then when we're done fishing, we're going to go look for deer. And he said, okay. So we get done fishing. Usually I like to fish right up until dark, but I already told him we're going to go look for the deer. So anyway, we get down the lake. I'm not even thinking. I put him in the chair. I got, the little beat one. Those regular fucking chairs. What what do you call those chairs they fold up?
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
put them in a bag,
Yep.
right? Anyways, I put him in one of those, and wasn't even thinking. I put my chair right beside him. We're on the beach, and the beach is on a slope.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, because he has this habit of doing this, you know,
Yeah.
it's just what do you call it? You know, he's just adjusting himself.
Yeah.
Camp chair, folding chair. There you go. Thank you, Gear. And doesn't he? Now we're fucking 3 feet from the water. He's fucking almost 6 foot. He's 5'11", almost. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He does one of these.
Uh-oh.
It's thank God there was no rocks. His
Yeah.
head hit the fucking shoreline where the wet sand is.
Yes.
I'm fishing. All of a sudden I hear, I snap my neck around and I'm like, fuck. Drop the rod. Run away. I'm like, are you all right? He's pissing himself laughing. He goes, I fell. I goes, no shit.
I fell.
I put him back in the chair. I'm like, oh, that's stupid. You can't put him back in the chair because the same thing's going to happen. I said, come here. So I move him. I put him because we have these gravel dikes that go around to go around the pool.
Yes.
And I put him on the dike. And I said, all right, now you won't fall out of it. So I said, I'm sorry. He said, it's okay. I said, let me see your head. I got to make sure that you. So now I'm looking at I'm not telling him this, but I'm looking at his eyes to make sure he's not, his eyeballs ain't fucking.
Yes.
When I looked to see where he fell, I'm like, all right, there's no big rocks or anything. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, you get a headache? No. Did you get hurt anyway? No. So then I took the back of his neck with my hand and I went like this. And I said, does that hurt? He goes, no. Okay, you're good. Clean off his fucking head. He goes, that hurts. Fucking sand is still on his forehead. And I'm sandpaper.
Sandpaper in him.
But yeah, no. So we'll go. We go fishing probably. Well, I mean, like it all depends, right? So there's nights. I'll get up there on Friday night, right? Him and I will go up on Friday night. I'll get out of work. We'll go up, and then it'll be Sunday, and I'll be feeding him lunch or whatever, and he'll be like lost his best friend. I'm like, what's the matter with you? He goes, gotta go home today. I go, no, we don't. Why are we going home today? He goes, you told mommy we'll go home Sunday night. I goes, okay, it's not nighttime. And then I thought about it. I'm like, by the way, I don't have to be at work till fucking 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So we can leave fucking Monday morning.
Oh, cool.
Big smile on his face. So we fished Saturday night. We fished Sunday night. But then it turned into a couple of times. It turned into just not feeling it. I'm not feeling going home. We'll
Yeah.
stay. So I'm on that Life 360 app.
Oh, yeah.
And so now it's like, 6 o'clock on a Monday night. And my wife's like, I take you'll be home tomorrow. I go, maybe. Because I'm having too much fun. We're just, yeah,
Cool.
I'll take garlic bread.
Yeah, me too.
The blacker the better. I don't know why that is. I like burnt toast.
Do ya?
Speaking of black, you want to say hi? Hey, you want to say hi? Say hi.
Aw, the kitty cat. What's her
Say hi.
name?
Nobody's going to believe me that you're on my lap, but now I have proof. I can just tell them to watch my video, my chat. What do you got all on your head? What have you been doing? You got everything. You got dust and whatever on you, all over your coat. All right, buddy, you have to go that way so I can lean this back up. Don't knock over my Pepsi, please. Thank you. What are you doing up there? Nothing good is gonna happen. Nothing good's gonna happen. Come out of this. Come on. Nope. Don't go that way because there's arrows and you're gonna step on an arrow. Come this way. Hey,
Gear.
he catches a mouse and like cuts it in half.
Oh, really?
Brings one half to my wife and throws it at her feet.
My cat used to do that.
She freaks out.
Yeah.
But now she's got this those stupid cat toys you just bounce up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's got this purple octopus
Okay.
that he ripped off the thing. So now it's not on the stick no more.
Right.
But he'll walk around and he'll cry with it in his mouth.
Really?
Like he'll beat the shit out of it,
Yeah.
put it in his mouth, and cry.
Huh.
I get up one morning, I'm like, oh, don't even tell me this cat's hurt or something happened. This is because,
Right.
I'm not making that phone call. So, hey, get out of that bag. And he eats plastic bags. He loves plastic bags. Get out of there. Your mother's going to be home soon.
Is that your oldest daughters?
Yeah, and then he's got 3 mothers.
Okay.
Papa lets him do what he wants to do. Gives him sardines and shit, and they go crazy. He's not supposed to have those.
Oh, sure. As long as there's not garlic or something in them.
I give him the one straight, the one in water.
Okay.
No spices, no mustard, no hot sauce, none of that bullshit.
Right.
Just,
Cool.
But Mike holding the cat, the world is ending. Yeah, let me tell you something, buddy. We had a rough week. I don't know. This is the second year we've had him. Come June. He was born in June. We didn't get him until July. He was 8 weeks old or 9 weeks old when we got him. Or maybe August.
Okay.
He was born in June. So we got him in August. So August will be 2 years. So a year and a half we've had him. Well, a little less than a year and a half. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Yeah.
So that week it went like this. Monday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Boy gets up. This is because I wasn't with him back then. Boy gets up he says, tells his mother he has to go to the bathroom. Hey, can you get out of my, there you go. And he says, he had to go to the bathroom or something. My wife's in the bathroom saying, well, I'm in here. You got to wait. He says, okay. So he just figured he would get up and walk to the bathroom from his room, which is all of 12 feet, if that. Well, because we have a downstairs, like where I am, the railing is wrought iron. It's not like, nice rounded wood or anything like that.
Yeah.
White wrought iron. Crack. He falls. And he takes like 9 right on his eyebrow. He got 9 stitches.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, I get the phone call. I'm like, you're kidding me. So I said, all right. So, and he won't let anybody near him. She's like, you're going to have to help. I says, all right, let me see what I can do. Because he doesn't like needles. Like he will start punching people.
Oh, no.
So we got him to the hospital. They check him out for, concussion, all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And so we stitch him up. We're sitting there in the hospital at 8 o'clock in the morning. Then I get a frantic phone call from Camera Girl and my oldest daughter. both in tears. Cats like eating on looking on grocery bag. Yeah. He liked the fake Christmas tree too, but my daughter bought some spray shit and he didn't like that.
Okay.
So he wouldn't climb that no more. But so they're like bawling. And like, what's the problem? I got in an accident. I'm like, oh Jesus.
Oh no.
I'm like, are you okay? Yeah. Where are you? I'm at home. I said, well, how the fuck did you get in an accident then?
Yeah.
She was leaving. Getting a sneezing fit
Uh-huh.
and hit the truck in the parking lot. With the oldest daughter's car. Totally.
Oh no.
So I'm like, are you? I said, all right. You're not hurt? Nope. Okay. But what's the name yelled at me? Who? Danielle. I said, why did Danielle yell at you? Well, I hit her husband's truck. I'm like, oh.
Of all trucks to hit, huh?
Of all trucks to hit, you have to hit like the one the car just bought like fucking 4 months ago. Fucking.
Oh no.
So that day sucked.
Oh yeah.
And
it sounds-
then something happened at work the next day to me. And I said to the wife, I said, listen to me closely. I said, I need to go somewhere. And she says, I hear you. She says, I'll go with you. I says, that's fine as long as I don't listen to that. I said, but this is terrible. So, I don't know, it was Friday, Saturday, or whatever. I come home. It was Saturday. We'll be back. Where you going? This week sucked. We're getting a cat. I go, make sure it's a black one. They come back with a black cat. I good now named him Shadow. They named him Shadow.
Oh cool.
But he absolutely loves my wife.
Cool.
I mean, he likes us all, but I mean, she's the one that feeds him mostly. But he just took to her, you know. But it's weird. Like I was really super sick, and I was on the couch, and I mean, it was bad. I had to have my daughter stay at home to take care of my son because I couldn't. That's how bad it was. It was
Oh
bad.
yeah.
Oh, I couldn't stand. I couldn't do anything. So he usually sleeps on the bed only because she's in the bed with you know what I mean.
Yes.
But that night, I get up out of the bed, and he followed me out. I get on the couch, and he sat on my feet and wouldn't move. And he kept looking at me. And so I'm drinking Gatorade, and he came up, and I was laying there, and now he's on my chest. And I'm like, what's up, buddy? So I started petting him. And he's just like, and then he starts purring. I'm like, so my daughter came upstairs. I'm like, is he hungry or somebody's purring? She goes, no, he's probably just saying if you're okay. He didn't move off that couch until I had no choice. I had to get up because I had to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I got up to go to the bathroom. He sat on the end of the couch till I came back. I came back. He went downstairs to do the same. He came back upstairs, and he came right back to the exact same spot. And he did not move until I felt better.
Oh wow, he was worried about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I had a black cat, but his name was Bear.
Yeah.
And I had a long-haired cat that was named Dicey. That was black.
I liked him because I think the black ones are mysterious. I don't know.
Yes.
So that's why I like the black one.
Yes.
Now Camera Girl wants a dog.
Uh-oh.
I says, yep, as long as it's black, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
It says preferably a black shepherd. And my wife's like, a little big for this house, don't you think? I'm like, well, yeah. And I says, well, I can't have a Siberian Husky. She says, why not? Even like the miniature ones? I goes, no. Because why? I said, they hate cats. And I haven't met one yet that, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if they grew up together, like if the dog was a puppy and the cat was a kitten, they'd be fine.
Yeah.
But, and you know, even a young Siberian with a cat, not a good idea. So I just find make it do something. But she goes, why a black shepherd? I said, my neighbor had 6 German shepherds, and I said, boom, one was 100% white and one was 100% black. I said the others were they had one long-haired one, like a regular long-haired German shepherd. But the others were short-haired, but they were just fucking beautiful fucking animals.
Uh-huh.
I've always wanted one. But this is why I'm here now. I mean, I can,
Yeah.
I'd love to have one of the girls take them to obedience school, but because I don't have the time to sit here and train them.
No.
Have that kind of time. That's my freezer going off. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like AOL hooking in.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Remember that sound AOL used to do?
Yes.
Is there still an AOL?
I have no idea.
You've got mail.
Yep.
So you guys got a lot of snow out there, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
What are they
Yeah.
doing out there? I hear that. I hear nothing but like, what's his name's going off? Fucking Uncle Ted.
Oh, yeah. Uncle Ted.
He's going off on the DNR, and you guys got a bad DNR out there, huh?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, he's been going off on Michigan's DNR. I'm like, huh? That's the wrong person you want to piss off, because he'll get on that pulpit, forget about it.
Oh, I know it. Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
You don't want to piss him off. Does he now? Is his ranch out there?
Yeah, I think it's in Jackson, Michigan.
He's got all those exotics, right?
Yes.
But now, isn't it almost like fishing in a fishbowl?
I think so, yes.
I don't care if it's 2,000 acres or not. This
Right.
is why I don't do feeders unless it's hogs, or bear,
Right.
but because it's like ringing a dinner bell.
Yep, my cousin went there and got a sheep, doll sheep or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the meat was delicious, but you're right. You pay and there it is.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. It's like you pay all this money to go,
Yeah.
and I want to go hog hunting so bad that it irritates me. That's how bad I want to go.
Okay, yeah.
And I don't even care if it's on a thing or not, with a feeder or not. I just want to go. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of places in Florida and Texas or even the Carolinas that I can go on public land that they're just marching through. So,
Right.
you know, it doesn't take a wizard to understand that those aren't deer tracks, those are fucking pigs, and but I've said this a million times, it's the only, I don't have any problem with baiting deer. I mean, with baiting bear and
Mhm.
pigs. Pigs, because they're like fucking, to me, they're like squirrels. And they're obviously evasive. That goes without saying.
Mhm.
But I'm not going fucking deer hunting and shooting over bait. Now a food plot is different, because a food plot, usually that food plot, it's fucking 80, 90 acres of open land. You know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah.
you don't know where they're going to show up. So that's different. But goddamn, feeder goes off at 5:05. The fucking deer show up at fucking 5:06.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, shoot, this was a tough hunt. Tough hunt, what? That's why a lot of these, I used to get so mad, because it's like, I said to a guy one day, I was watching this video, and he's in a, it's not even a tree stand. He's in a blind, but the blind is like, 12 feet off the ground. And I said, oh, it's cold this morning. It's like a 9-minute, 8-minute video. Didn't edit it. I'm not making fun of, how he did his video. I'm just saying, so it's not like, the fucking feeder goes off. 15 fucking deer show up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you, Stump Greenwood? It's like, or Stevie, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I look, I'm not saying, I've said it before, I'll say it again. For the states that allow hunting deer over bait, go ahead. Me personally, first of all, I don't call it hunting.
Yeah.
To me, that's just killing. I didn't know you were going live tonight. What? Your old boss has an AOL email? Holy shit. What's that last comment he made?
Had I known you were going live tonight, I would have cooked earlier.
Well, I'm going to try to do one next Saturday night. So cook early next Saturday night, all right? Yeah, I have no idea what Stevie and Susie must be out like a light.
He usually stays up pretty late. I don't know. I haven't heard from him at all.
Maybe he just doesn't like me anymore.
Oh, he loves you.
I know. But yeah, so if your state allows it, hey, knock yourself out.
Yeah, I know.
Me, I'm a public land hunter.
Right.
That I unfortunately I don't even have time to do homework on where they're coming in, where they're I don't have cameras out. I don't have
right.
I go to Maine and we're doing word of mouth with other hunters or the locals. Some of the locals suck.
Mm-hmm.
But you get to know them, or you get to know certain ones that are, you can weed out the assholes. And but most of the locals, they're going, I mean, they'll hunt in that town where we go, but they're going, which, that's all well and good. I mean, it's public land, so you can't use a four-wheeler, you can't use,
Oh, okay.
And not for nothing, I don't give a fuck if the thing weighed 300 pounds and it was the largest deer ever shot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not dragging the motherfucker 4 miles.
You're gonna quarter it?
But I wouldn't even go that far in the woods.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's too far.
Fuck that. I mean, is it a trail? Is it a trail in the winter where I have a sled? When I mean by sled is a sled, not a snowmobile, a sled.
No, a sled. Yep.
That I can pull it, then fine. Then I'll call all the guys. Hey, I need help pulling this thing out. Fine, no problem. If it's a trail that leads to a logging road or a skidder trail or whatever, fine, no problem. But these motherfuckers don't do these motherfuckers. And I watched this one guy track deer. Whew. He gets to wherever he's going at like 7:30 in the morning, and he'll grab a fresh track or the freshest one, either way, and he's gone. Off he goes, and he'll even say, "Well, I got about 2 hours of daylight." Wow. 10 minutes later, bang.
Yeah.
Now he's walking out in the middle of fucking nowhere, following his tracks back with a flashlight,
Yeah.
toting a fucking giant of a fucking deer behind him. And I'm like, no, no, because he doesn't have a sled. He's in the snow, doesn't know what's underneath it. Granted, he walked in, so,
Mm-hmm.
he can see where he fell, or he can see, not going out. So he can be careful that way. But now you're pulling out a deer that is acting like a plow in the snow. Fuck
Yeah.
that, number one. Fuck that. Fuck that. But anyway, I digress on that. But so yeah, so we don't. I don't hunt over bait for deer, and I probably never will. I don't know. To me, there's no fear chasing it. There's no excitement of finding the track on your own. There's no excitement of. It's like buddy. You guys know I didn't go up to Maine this year, and I said to a buddy of mine, I go, let's go sit where I sat. I'm telling you, just go sit where I sat. I said, it's hardwoods on the left, softwoods on the right, and I says they'll walk from the left to the right, depending upon which way the wind's blowing. But 90% of the time, they're coming from your left. They'll come walking right out. I said the does will be walking right out of the fucking hardwoods. And I said, I'm telling you, I see them every fucking morning. Now, in the afternoons, they're coming out of the pine. I said so. And that was that morning I called you.
Okay.
But holy shit. I said to him, anybody sitting there? He goes, well, what's his name? Sat there. He said he saw 4 doe. I said, okay. Tell him to go back tomorrow. Tell him to go back the next day. I said, I'm telling you, he'll get it. But he goes, yeah, nobody. He says, we have one guy with a doe permit and he won't sit there. And I go, well, fuck him. That's on him.
Yeah, that's his lost. Yeah.
I said, fuck him. Because the last time I was up there, my buddy's father had one. His father had a doe permit. And I said to him, I called my buddy Mike. He doesn't have his dad's phone number. And I said, hey. He says, you all right? I'm like, yeah. I go, ask your father if he wants me to shoot a fucking doe for him. So he texts his father. His father texts him back and says, no, don't have him do anything like that. He says, that's illegal. I'm like, all right. So my buddy's like, how many? I goes, well, I'm on number 6.
Wow.
He says, "You kidding?" I go, "No." He says, "So what are you doing?" I said, "Nothing. I'm waiting for the fucking buck to walk by." And sure as shit, the next day was when I called you, shaking like a leaf, that I had just missed that fucking thing. I wasn't hitting the bomb with that. Did I tell you what happened?
Uh-uh.
So I didn't realize what was going on. And I'm like, look, I'm not some fucking sniper, but I can hold my own.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I called my buddy and he came because I was fucking dish out. First of all, I was shaking when I called you, and I wasn't
Right.
cold. I was just shaking. And he's like, he gets to me and he's like, "What's the matter? What's the matter?" I go, "Dude, I just missed the absolute biggest buck that I've ever seen, not even in a zoo. I haven't seen one this big." He goes, "You kidding?" I go, "No." He says, "Where'd he come out of?" I says, "The fucking hardwoods." He goes over. He says, where'd he? I says, "Well, I says, you see that trail?" He says, "Yeah." I says, "The bowl, I says, to the left of us is a bowl." He says, "I know this." I says, "Okay." I says, "He come down the trail." I says, "And then he cut through the hardwood a little bit, and then he come down. He came walking at me first. Then, for whatever reason, he went back into the thing, into the hardwoods. Then he come back out, and when he came back out, that's when I shot." He said, "Okay." He said, "Now what happened?" I said, "Then he kept walking at me." I said, "So I reloaded." And I says, "And when I hit with the fucking ramrod, hit the fucking edge of the barrel and went ding, and I got a butt hanging out of my mouth, smoke, like, you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
And I hit that fucking rim of the fucking barrel with the fucking ramrod. Ping. As he barrel assed into the fucking thing. So I continued to load my fucking gun. And I said, I got down on one knee and put, he says, "Yeah." And I says, because I know there's one little clearing. I said, "Just go to the clearing. Go to the clearing." I says, because that's approximately 35, 40 yards away. I says, "Hopefully he'll stop and turn to see if I'm still chasing him." I said, "I'll let him have it." But he didn't. He just fucking,
Yeah.
he's all right, hang on. So he goes and he checks and he goes, "Do you know when he started? Where exactly did he come out?" So I showed him where he come out. I says, "Why?" He says, "Because when they're running, you can't get he says, I want to see how big this fucking thing was." He says, "And
Yeah.
they're running, you can't get a good, I'm like, "I hear you. I understand what you're saying to me." He said, "Where did he come out?" I says, "Right there." He walked over and he goes, and he looked at me. I said, "Mike, when I tell you he had times that were like fucking, I'm telling you."
Mm-hmm.
I'm shaking because I think it scared me more than anything.
Yeah.
And he's like, "It was a big buck." I goes, "I would have got a patch big time for the 200 club. Easy.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Easy. I would have got a patch." So he's looking at it. And then he's like, "Yeah, that was a big buck." He said, "How the fuck you missed the fucking thing? Where were you?" And "Did you see my stump and all my cigarette butts?" And he goes, "What's the can beside it?" I said, "That's going to be the ashtray as soon as I finish drinking my Pepsi." He goes, "I don't get it. I have all the butts. They're all on top of the snow. And
Yeah.
when I finish, I put the fucking
In
in my
the
Pepsi can and off we,
Yeah.
Anyway, he goes, "Mike, that's 30 yards." I go, "Not even." He goes, "Right." He goes, "How the fuck you miss?" I goes, "Exactly." So now I'm just pissed beyond just
Yeah.
pissed. So I walked out. He goes, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm done. I'm done. I'm done till I calm down." I said, "Because I can't calm down." And I get back to the cabin. They all come in for because they all come in at 10:30, 11 o'clock anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And my buddy's like, "I don't know, Mike." I said, "I don't either." I said, but Mike, there's no way. So he said, let me see your gun. So I give him my gun. He goes, is that loaded? I said, well, it's loaded, but there's no primer in it.
Yeah.
He's he goes like this and to look down my barrel. And then when he brought the gun back up again, he heard a clink. And I go, what the hell is that? He goes, yeah, I heard that too. Dish, the fucking screw came out and hit the fucking the metal kitchen table.
Oh no. What the heck?
I was beside myself.
Yeah.
I said, Mike, we just sighted this in. He said, yep. I go, what the fuck? I said, there's no way.
Yeah.
I said, you know how I know that was tight? Because you did it. He's, yeah, I know, I remember.
Huh.
Yeah, me too. I would only shoot them if I was starving. I go, that thing did not, Mike, you helped me unload my truck. He's like, yes. I says, you know exactly how I had that in my back because I don't have a whatever. So I hid my gun on the back seat where, whatever that law is they can use, but you whatever they can see is a clear present view.
Yes.
Well, this wasn't in clear present view.
All right.
And I said, you know how I packed my truck. He goes, oh, I know. I says, could that have any? He says, no. I said, okay. Then tell me how that fucking screw came out.
Yeah, really.
I said, so now it's junk. Now I can't even go back out. He says, no. He says, I can have a gun. You can use it. I'm like, okay. So we found the screw. I put the screw back in. I was fucking pissed. So I text him because I went back to the same spot.
Uh-huh.
I text him and I go, you're not going to believe this. He's like, what's the matter? I go, now it's all, he says, what? I go, that screw that fell on the kitchen table was probably only in there on one thread, maybe two. He says, why? And I took a picture of my primer. He goes, okay, that's your primer. I mean, that's your, well, my primer, I'm sorry. My wad.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, yeah. He says, that's your wad. He says, could you have the yellow, we call them yellow jackets because it's the yellow,
Yes.
And I'm like, yep. He goes, I says, I'm going to take another photo. I text him back, I'm going to take another photo. He says, okay. So I stepped back and I zoomed in on just a little bit. He goes, there's no way that's where that wad is. I goes, yep. He says, you weren't shooting into the woods? I went, nope.
Huh.
The wad was on the left and nobody else has been in there. It's just me.
Right.
You know what I mean? That bullet came out of my barrel and went like this. Went left.
Well, that's craziness.
Went left.
Huh.
It never even went near that fucking animal.
Right.
Not even near him. Didn't go under him, over him. Was nothing. Because that's what I thought happened. I said, did I just blow right over his back?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was broadside, so I figured, well, there goes your right shoulder. Sorry, buddy, but it's going right through your shoulder blade. And I'm like, did I just sail that fucking? I said, no, there's no way I could have, because if it went over his back, I says, I'm on his shoulder blade. If it went over his back, I would have taken an antler right off. That's how big this fucker was.
Wow.
Dish, I've never, ever, 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 ever seen a deer this big before.
Yeah.
Not even on like YouTube videos or. And then one day, I don't know, it was during the summer. And I'm sitting on the front porch and I'm just up to camp, and I'm sitting on the front porch, and I'm flipping through reels, and I'm like, that's close. So I sent the reel to my buddy, and I went, that's pretty close to the one I saw. He goes, that's about right with the hoof prints the way they were.
Oh, big ones, huh?
It still bothers me today, Dish.
Oh yeah, definitely. Sounds like a
didn't-
big old or Canadian buck.
It probably was.
I bet it was. Those things are huge.
I just never, ever seen a deer that big before.
Wow, that's awesome experience though. But I wish you'd have got him.
My best one though was I didn't have a doe permit, and I didn't get up there, and I'm walking down this old railroad bed. Now there's no more ties in there, and it's just all that shit's gone. But it's an old railroad bed, and so up on the little knoll, I come walking up, and I thought I heard it, and I'm like, nah, this is probably just a bunch of fucking squirrels or red squirrels being fucking stupid. I keep walking, and I hear it again, and I look over my left shoulder, and I look up, and there's this deer, and I'm like, oh my God, just have fucking antlers. And I put my scope on it, it's 0 antlers. And I
Oh,
looked at it. Was that a deer? Because this thing was so dark. It was like it was caramel colored, but it was dark caramel, if you will, I guess. I don't know.
yeah.
But you know how some doe will have like a patch of white on their throat? Dish, this thing looked like this was a female priest. She was dark, okay? She had a white, fur that went all the way around her whole head.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, is that a fucking deer? I put the fucking scope on the thing again. And I'm like, it's a deer. This is a doe, but it's a deer. But it was the most beautiful doe I ever saw.
It sounds very beautiful. Can you just get a doe tag, or do you have to do a lottery, or how does that work?
Up there you got to do a lottery.
Okay.
Down here quote unquote, they call it a lottery.
Okay.
But yeah, you always get them, and then you get more because come the week after Labor Day, you can buy. You just buy them. You can buy one doe permit a week or a day or something. A day.
I think that's what it is here too.
And but yeah, it's. And then the oldest one I saw, I jumped him. She was grayer than gray.
Oh wow.
And I was like, oh, you're old. And I'm walking up the road, and they were bedded down in this tall grass. Right on the edge of the fucking road. Dirt road, but nonetheless. And they were on the tall grass on the edge of the road, bedded down. And I hit a fucking little small frozen over puddle. Crack.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. I couldn't tell on the other one. I knew one. The big one I saw was a doe. But they do. She took off, ran 25, 30 yards, stopped to turn. And I'm like, where's the other one? The other one stopped. And I look at it. Oh, you're a doe too. Never mind. But I gotta put you on pause because my daughter's home. I want to tell her I'm down here
Okay.
because she'll freak out.
Okay.
Oh, she says, Dad, why are you wearing that hat? I'm like, because I look good in this hat. She's like, Dad, what's the matter with you? She said, you want to chat with that hat on? I'm like, yeah. But yeah. Yep, I was kind of. I don't mind, like, is he still in there with me?
I don't know.
Shadow, are you still in there with me? Fuck, I walk him in here, she'll get pissed off at me. But, yeah, no, I get that deer just pissed me off.
Yeah, I think it would have me too. Anybody.
And I know better. I'm like, but I didn't look at the scope because it wasn't like I fucking, had it in the front seat and it hit, in the scope's leaning against the door or something hard and I'm hitting every bump known to man. And
Right.
you know what I mean? I mean, I had this thing in its case, it's a soft case. It's not it's not a hard case, but
Yes.
on a soft seat, first of all, it was in my sleeping bag. Okay. Tucked, rolled, and everything else because obviously the sleeping bag's bigger than the fucking gun.
Right.
And then I had everything light on top of it. You know what I mean? So it just, there's no way. There's no way I knocked that thing out of whack. No, it's and so I didn't double check because we were at the range. We couldn't understand why. So we shot it. We shot at 25 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so we I did a great group at 25 yards, and then we went out to 50. My first shot was great. Now I don't clean, like I said last week, I don't clean my muzzle load until like the third or fourth shot.
Right.
And so, and we were taking 3. So then I shot my other 2. My first one on the 50 yards was, I was probably an inch off center, off bullseye. So I said, I'll take that all day, every day. And then my second one was further. And then my third one was even further. And my buddy's like, what the heck are you doing? I don't know. And I'm sitting at a rest. You know what I mean? And so he says, hang on, something's got to be. And he did. He checked every screw, and I remember he tightened that one screw. And I watched him do it. So it wasn't like, he didn't loosen it. And the reason why I know he didn't loosen it is because the next 3 shots I took, all 3 were 1 inch off that target. And one was just about, hole and hole.
Wow.
Almost. It was like half and half, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm like, I looked at him, he looked at me as I'm done. And he's like, yep, you are. And then we sighted the other guns that were there, and and that was it. And I was so, I don't know. I don't know why it bothers me so much, but it just does. Because I'll probably never see a fucking deer that big ever again. And not going this year, I just hope he's alive still. Because he's got to be. He's got dish. He's got to be old. So, and what's their lifespan? What's their lifespan? 8 years, 7 years?
Yeah, 7.
So, he's, if somebody didn't shoot him, he's going to die in his home. If the coyotes don't get him. Well, I doubt a coyote will get that thing because all he has to do is turn his head and they're fucked.
Right?
Dish, I just never seen tines like that coming off an hill like that. I mean, what do you call it, coming out of his head? His antler coming out of his head, the brow, I guess.
Brow tines, yeah.
Dish, it was as big as my fucking wrist. I swear to Christ.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, I wouldn't talk to anybody back at camp. Nothing.
Too upset, yeah.
It just bothered me. It bothered me. Then of course we had this one kid in camp, one guy in camp, and him and I don't get along. And we were playing darts, and I'm hitting everything I want to hit and playing darts, and he goes, and we were winning. Me and this other guy, we were winning. Of course, him and I were doing 2 like silver ones there, but not my problem. Anyway, we had just got done beating him and his partner. And he's like, damn, you should have used your muzzle, and maybe we had a chance of winning.
What a jerk.
What's he do the next day? He goes out and he shoots this deer.
Uh-huh.
I think I told you this. He goes out the next morning. It's fucking 30 seconds after legal shooting time. Like legit. We were sitting in the car still, in the truck. And all of a sudden I hear boom. I'm like, did he just shoot himself? Because in my opinion, it's still too dark for me, right?
Right.
But I'm like, I says, I hope it's shooting hours because we shot a deer. And I looked down at my phone. I'm like, well, he's in shooting hours. This is by about fucking 30 seconds. I said, so he's good. I think the deer he shot was maybe 4 times bigger than my cat.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So it's like it didn't even overlap the sled.
That's terrible.
And I said, because he had a doe permit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, I said to him, I just yelled to him. I'm like, are you alive? Dude, I hit it. I said, what did you hit? Dish. I think it weighed in it. Was it 80 pounds?
Oh my goodness.
And he so he brings it back, and I'm like, you shoot a fucking German Shepherd. So one of the other guys got a deer, and so now they hang it next to his up on the tree, up on the pole.
Yeah.
And I went to the store. I come back and I'm like, hey, I'm not even hustling around. I said, where the fuck's your deer? Because there was a couple of guys standing up front. And he's like, what are you talking about? I goes, where the fuck's your deer? And he goes, it's right there. I'm like, oh, it was on the other side of his. I couldn't see it. The other guy shot 140-pound fucking doe.
Yeah.
Okay. 140-pound doe, and you couldn't see the other deer beside it. Come on.
That's bad.
Come on.
Hey, J. Watt,
Jay, what? How are you, kid? No shit, right, J1? But I couldn't. It is what it is, right? So again, everything was legal. It was legal for him to shoot the doe. It was legal hours.
It was just a baby.
I'm just,
Yeah.
like my buddy always gets mad at me because I told, like when I shot my deer, I said to him, I said, listen, I'm not shooting no fucking 3-inch fucking antlered fucking buck. I'm just not doing it. He goes, I'll punch you in the face if I see you not take a shot at a fucking deer with fucking antlers. He goes, you're not one of these motherfuckers on TV. Well, I can pass on this one because I said, no, it's got nothing to do with passing on now. I go, but what you want to do though is you want to take the older ones so the younger ones can live and have, their time at being, He goes, I get that. You're trying to manage it, but Mike, we're not up here. We don't know the herd. We don't know, I said, yeah, but you come up on the summer, don't you? He says, no. He says, I didn't do any of that shit. He goes, oh. And that was the morning I shot that one. But I told my buddy Mike that day, I says, let me explain something to you. There is no way in hell I would have shot that doe. Because you get mad at me all you want. I ain't shooting a doe that small.
Nope.
I says, because you take more ribbon than anything else.
Right, yeah.
So I asked him, I said to him, sitting in the bucket, in the back of his truck, and I said to him, I go, where's the brown paint? He goes, brown paint. I said, did you fucking paint over the fucking white spots on them? He goes, Jesus Christ, looks like you killed somebody's fucking dog. You suck. I'm like, oh, I suck. I go, oh. I didn't kill a dog. But no, I couldn't shoot a doe that small.
No.
I mean, it probably tasted all tender as all fuck. Don't we got?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But still, let the fucking thing grow up a little bit, Like even this one. Did I ever show you what my brother did? I probably did, but why won't it? Oh, did I have to have it the wrong way?
Oh, cool.
So my brother did this on his own. Did I ever tell you that story? Yeah.
Cool.
So look at this. This is a deer I shot. So, and I asked a biologist, and they did all the testing, and he emailed me back, which I thought was pretty good. They have him at this one that I shot at 19 months old.
Really?
So this motherfucker grew quick. He would have been a big one, he said.
Yeah,
But,
really.
Because he has one little bump down here, down there. But you see right here, well, if I can get the phone to help me. Right. I want it split. There it is.
Okay.
He'd have been a 3-pointer the following fall.
Okay. Yep.
Well, at least on this side, because he's got 2 on this side, nothing on that side.
Yes.
He's got a little nubber down below, but so technically he would have been like maybe a 4. But anyway, yeah, no, my brother did this, and believe it or not, this spike horn is these are because I did those I call them sewing measuring tapes.
Oh yeah.
So I went from the bottom to the top on both sides, and although they look, I don't know, I don't have an iPhone, so this side right here, this side,
yeah.
See how it kind of looks, funny, but you know what? It measures the exact same.
Really? Cool.
14 inches
Nice.
from the base, from right there,
Yeah.
from right
Yeah.
here to the very tip is 14 inches.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's why he said he was, because I gave him, he came and knocked on the door and, he said, because I remember I had a wise ass comment about no cameras. He goes, "Oh no," he says, I'm biologist anyways." I said, "Oh, thank God you come in." He says, "Why, you wouldn't let the wardens in?" I goes, "Little fucking guns laying around here." I goes, "And nothing's fucking." He started laughing his ass off. He goes, "Now one of my other buddies wasn't well, so he was out back in the bunk sleeping." And he says to me, he says, "Who's got the deer out in the tree? Do you know?" I said, "Yeah, I know." I said, "Me." He says, "Oh, great." He says, "I just got a quick favor." I said, "What's up?" He said, "I was wondering." He said, "I'll help you." He said, "But I was wondering if I could get maybe a blood sample. I'd like to be able to take a tissue sample and maybe a tooth." I says, "Dude, what do you need off that deer? Whatever you need off that deer, you take. How's that?" He says, "You're kidding me." I go, "No." I said, "You want me to tell you where the gut pile is?" He goes, "No, I don't need that." I said, "Okay." So I backed my buddy's pickup truck up underneath it, and we got him down. And I says, "Dude, whatever you need, dude, take whatever you need." So he did. He took 2 teeth. He took um um uh, what do you call it sample? He took his blood sample, but then he took a like a piece of flesh.
Oh, okay.
Uh, oh yeah, puts the rubber gloves on. You thought it was a murder scene. Puts the rubber gloves on. He's got the plastic bag. He's got the little beaker for the teeth. He's, I call it a beaker, but
Yeah.
he's got the little fucking thing you piss in, and he's got one of them. Labels it. This tooth, that tooth. For each one. And oh yeah, it was a process. And so I said to him, I says, "Do you know how about whole this thing is?" He goes, "Nah." He said, "Sometimes it's hard to tell." He says, "I'll tell you what though." He says, "Did you check the liver?" I said, "Yeah, the liver's fine." He said, "Okay." He says, "Give me your email," and he says, "And I'll tell you everything about it that you want to know." I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool." So I gave him my email, and he gave me all the results. Told me how old he was, the whole nine. He was a healthy deer.
Cool.
And I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome to know." You know. He said, "Yeah." And so then he wanted to know, after you get all his, did those samples and stuff, we got him back up on the pole. And he was asking all kinds of questions like, you know, "Do you remember what time of the day it was?" I said, "Yep." I go, "I heard him scraping at around, I don't know, 20 or 8. And I said, then he stopped. I said, "I think he moved on." I'm like, "Well, I'm getting up and getting the hell out of here because, first of all, I can't. I've been sitting here fucking an hour and a half and I got to get up." And
Yeah.
the guy started laughing his ass off. I said, "So I get out to the road." I says, Coob's Pit? He says, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." I told him exactly where it was. And so I says to him, I go, "So I'm out in the middle of the road, fucking around with my phone because I had service." And I said, "I lit a cigarette." And I said, "Don't ask me why. I just happened to look up, and out of the corner of my eye, 30 yards ahead of me, 25 yards ahead of me, I said, I seen this fucking brown spot in my left corner of my eye." I said, so I spit the cigarette out of my mouth, slowly put my phone in my pocket, and he come to the edge of the road, and I checked to make sure he had horns. And I'm like, "That had to be the one that was just in there. It had to be." And as soon as he put his he put one hoof on the road, and as soon as he put his left foot on the hoof on the fucking road, I let him have it. And he said, do you know how far, like, you know, I said, well, you can see, I said, I double lunged him. He said, I saw that. He says, I said, so he didn't go far. I said, the funny part is that I get up to where I thought I shot him, and then now he starts really smiling. And I go, yep, that's what happened. I says, I didn't walk far enough. I said, because I saw the blood going out to the other side of him.
Okay.
And I said, that's how close I was to the son bitch. And so when I walked up to the grass, I said, it was a murder scene. And he started laughing. And so I said to him, I said, you know where mile marker 1 is on the right hand side when you go up the pit? He goes, yep. I go, that's where he went in. I said, he went in there maybe 15 yards tops. And he found a pine to hide under. And that's where he laid. He laid in the there was a little bit of snow in there, and I said, and that's what he was laying in. He said, oh, thanks. I said, no problem, no problem. I have no problem helping people out, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because in the long run, it's only helping us.
Yes.
That's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why I never get mad at well, DNR wardens, whatever you want to call them. I never get mad at them when they like if I'm fishing and they come over and, hey, you know, you're taking it, can I get, sure, yeah. You know, it just doesn't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because it does nothing but help us. Mikey needs to wear that hat when they take a picture of a field and stream. No shit, right? But yeah, no, I've never minded that at all, Dish. Some guys do, some guys hate it.
Right. Yeah.
Some gals. But I still see that one woman. Remember I told you about the girl that was hunting? The only girl I've ever seen hunt that wasn't on TV.
Okay. Yeah.
And I come walking down the road. She's walking up just like there is nothing sexier than a woman with a gun in camouflage. It's just, there isn't. Well, other than driving a pickup truck, but you know.
Right.
She come barreling up the hill. She got one. Like 2 or 3 days later after I saw her. She dragged that motherfucker. She had to make a phone call though because she couldn't drag it no more.
Okay.
Now there was no snow, so it was
Oh, sure.
not that year. There was no snow. I mean, there was snow, but not enough to. It was just spotty here and there. You know what I mean? But now there's so much snow that they're fucking 30 deep.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
They're all together now. Mikey's so good that the next time he goes to TLN, he needs to bow hunt for grizzly. No, I'm good. No. I'll tell you a story about bear hunting in a minute. I didn't go bear hunting, but I'll tell you a story about a bear hunt. Yeah, Mike, you can't make the 4-hour drive to Michigan. Yeah, I wish it was 4 hours. It was 4 hours to be there every weekend. I don't know. I don't like the DNR, so maybe I won't be there every weekend.
Yeah, you would be.
To go on their property without permission and shit. No, I don't go for that shit. My buddy goes, his uncle, with his wife's uncle actually, but my buddy's wife's uncle buys him a bear hunt. So the two of them go up to northern Maine and go on this bear hunt. And they get him in there. Now he says, I was about 40, 50 feet off the road. I said, okay. Well, off the trail. I'm like, okay. He says, so we go in about 4 o'clock, 3:30, something like that. I said, yeah. And he said, what time did I get out of the woods? I said, I don't know what time did you get out of the woods. He goes, 10 o'clock. I go, why? I said, you can't hunt after dark. It's kind of stupid, ain't it?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, no. I go, that makes no sense. He goes, it does, because first of all, it was so far away. And he goes, second of all, by the time they got me, it was like, we got back to the thing, it was, it had to be 10:30. I'm like, no way. He's like, yeah, way. And I'm like, they don't stay with you? He goes, oh no, they dropped us off.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, oh yeah, hell no. No, that's not happening. I'm not going. Never mind. I'm good. And he goes, you ready? I go, what? He goes, it was a ground blind. I go, you're fucking, get the fuck out of here. You can just kiss my ass. Ground blind hunting bear. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Here's what would happen to me. All right, Jay, here's what would happen to me hunting bear in a ground blind. I would come over his back just enough to give him like a nick to say, oh, I got bit by a bee? That pissed me off. And then him seeing me. Oh, there's the bee that bit me. I'm going to bite him. That'd be my luck. But my buddy shot one. I'm sorry, I said 3:30, more like 2:30. They go in. But my buddy says, I'll never do it again. I go, why? He says, first of all, I'm hunting over bait. I'm like, okay. He says, second of all, he said, they told us, they put one barrel out with bait in it, and the other barrel for you to judge how big the bear is. I'm like, what do you mean? He says, they use the rings on the barrel. Well, that doesn't make sense. I says, because the rings on a 50-gallon drum, one ring is what, 8 inches off the ground? I said, the next one's in the middle. I said, and the other one's, 8 inches from the top of the barrel. He said, yeah. He says, but what they want you to do is that as the bear walks by that barrel, if the line, I don't know, something about if the line to the middle part is at his shoulder, you can shoot it. And I'm like, how about just looking at the bear and saying, I'll shoot you? I sound like he's shooting a cub.
Right.
Yeah, but I cut to my buddy. He says, I'll never do it again. I goes, well, I wouldn't do it only because I'll be by myself. So then, I'm not out in the woods in the dark by myself. That's just not going to happen. And he goes, yeah, I know. I said, so what's up? And he goes, so I shoot this thing. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, he runs off. I'm like, yeah. He said, I can hear him crashing through. I says, yeah. He said, all of a sudden here. I goes, oh, the death call. He's like, yeah. That is the most hurling fucking sound, Mike. He goes, he says, you deer hunt. He says, you're in the woods. It's fucking dead quiet. And that's all you hear. He goes, yeah. I'll never do it again.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. Here's the best part. Our buddy that lives next door to us, he lives up there all year round. And him and his wife is a guide. And so they come over to say hi one night, and I asked her, I go, if I go out in a bear hunt with you, are you going to leave me in the woods, come back and get me at 10 o'clock at night, 9:30 at night? She goes, what are you, out of your mind? I'm like, he did. He went up to God's country and shot a bear. He says, and they dropped him off at whatever, 2:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They didn't pick him up till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Oh my goodness.
And she goes, no, that's just stupid. She goes, and besides that, I'd be with you. They call it a guided hunt because I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's what I call it, guided hunt. You have a guide with you. I'm like, I'm telling you, ask him.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about Stevie. Does DNR still make Mikey wear bells? Right? Just was going to go bear hunting one time, but she canceled it when she found out she wasn't hunting with the bear for deer. No, I'm not talking about Stevie. But yeah, so I'm like, I'll go with a guide. I'm quite sure that death cry is gonna fucking bother me, but I'll still shoot the thing. I mean, because you shoot a deer, you don't hear nothing, and then you give them time to die, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But or in your case, a mouse with a fork. No, just kidding.
I'm always too excited to wait too long to go out and see if it's dead or not. You know what I mean? I'm just I don't want to push it. I don't want to do that. But at the same time, I'm like, oh man, I just want to go see it.
I told you what my buddy did to our friend's first deer, didn't I?
You might have. I don't remember though.
He's got him out. He's got him out in his backyard, and the kids when they were young made it like a tree, a fort. Well, they use the fort now as a fucking blind.
Okay.
So I mean, it's only it's only about 5 feet off the ground, if that. So he's sitting in there. He sees the deer come by. My buddy Mike texts him and says, "Do you see the deer yet?" He goes, "Yep, I got him." Shoots it. So my buddy comes down out of the tree because he's in the tree stand. Comes down out of the tree. They track it. I'm like, "Why are you tracking it?" I go, "You shot it. You know you shot it." "Yep."
Mm-hmm.
"You know where?" "Yep." I says, "Why didn't you just let him die and you go find him?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh no." He says, "We got to." He come down. He says, we went over to him, and he was still twitching and everything. He says Mike couldn't take it anymore. He said, so he took his 9mm and put one in the back of his head. I look at my buddy Mike and I go, "What is wrong with you?" He's like, "What?" Now this is a hunting camp. There's like fucking 10 guys up there, and I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" He said, "What do you mean? What's wrong with me?" I'm like, "Bro," I go, "It's the first thing they tell you at hunting class is give that thing 25, 30 minutes."
Right. Yep.
You didn't give that fucking thing fucking. I said, "And then you know what you did?" He says, "What is it? You didn't allow a guy to take a picture of his first deer ever."
Oh yeah. True.
He goes, "We took a picture of it." "Yeah, what, neck down?"
Yeah.
What do
Because
you
his head
mean?
was. Yeah.
I said, "You have a picture of him holding that deer like I have of mine out in the woods when I shot the fucking spike?"
Uh-huh.
He goes, "Well, no." I said, "Why not? You should have said, your first deer, let me take a picture. That way they go, And I said, he goes, "Well, no." I said, "Well, you know why? When you take a fucking 9mm point blank in the back of the fucking head, your eyeballs tend to fucking come out of their sockets."
Yeah.
I mean, to each his own. I get the reason why he did it.
Yeah, but they should have waited.
And he's a good guy. I mean, he's been hunting for fucking ever.
Yeah.
But and then he yelled at us for not waiting. A couple of years ago, one of our buddies hit one, and he yelled at us for not waiting. And I didn't. I was in the cabin, and I heard the shot. So I texted him. I says, "Who shot?" He goes, "I did." I said, "Did you hit it?" He says, "Yep." I was okay. I said, "I'll be down in a little bit." So I come down, and they're already looking for it. I'm like, "All right, I'll help you." And I'm like, "Wait a minute, stop." And I'm like, there's a lot of blood than there is. There's a lot. It's just, he's starting and stopping. I said, let's just. So this kid Vinny's like, no. I said, all right, fuck it, let's go. So we wind up pushing the fucking thing. Never found it. Never found it.
That's too bad.
Never found it. I don't think it. Where he initially shot it, there wasn't enough blood there to be. It wasn't a fatal shot.
Okay.
It wasn't a fatal shot. Because, so we're out back of the cabin. And it crossed that railroad bed I was telling you about before. It crossed that railroad bed, went down on the land by the river, followed the river, literally used the bridge to get over the other side of the river. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Shit ton of blood at the bridge. Because we think he stopped, right? I mean, when I mean shit ton, I don't mean, it wasn't a murder scene, but it was, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
We follow it. Now he's going up the river, the other way from the other side. And so we wind up behind the store that we go to. And we follow the blood. You know what he did? One giant circle.
Okay.
Because he brought us back to where we shot. He literally brought us back to where he shot it. Because we couldn't walk through because there's a fish hatchery there.
Yeah.
And then right before the fish hatchery, you can do it in the wintertime on the snowmobile, but you can't any other time of the season.
Okay.
Because it's private property. But he lets you go through in the winter. So I said, well, that's fine. I'll walk down to the gate. I'll find where he, see if I can see any blood. I'll go down on the river. So a couple of us went down, took flashlights, went down, and one of the guys yelled out, Mike, I got blood. I said, okay. And he shot him like over here, right? Not here on his body, but over here.
Okay.
And we were behind it. So the blood we found was him. Now, not from before.
Uh-huh.
And so right by to where he got shot the first time. I mean, it was phenomenal. But they never found him. We never found him.
Jay Watt wants to know if it happened in Winter Hill, if that's where it took place.
He shot him at like, I don't know, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And we looked at least until 8:30 at night.
Oh, wow.
We were just done. We said no more. We did our, they had their fun though. We were in the woods and, my buddy Mike says, Mike, look over there. I'm like, okay. So I got my flashlight and I'm looking. I got my back to everybody and
Yeah.
so I light a cigarette. And I'm not hearing any chatter.
Yeah.
And I turn around and the place is pitch black. I'm like, motherfuckers took off. So I yell right out to them, you motherfuckers, as I'm going to shoot all of you. And then all of a sudden, one by one, all the flashlights come on. We did see, what do you call it, tracks, though. We followed those for a little while. Lynx, Bobcat, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I've never seen a, I had a Bobcat here, but I've never seen a lynx or a bobcat track on the snow until then.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool to see that. Jish, we have to go hunting sometime. I'm telling you, we got to do this
I hear you.
What-
That'd be awesome.
before we both get put into a wheelchair.
Oh, I know it.
But just think that we can shoot out of our vehicle.
That's true.
There was a guy that he has a YouTube channel, but I didn't know that he had the YouTube channel when he got caught. But I remember it being in the news and all that. He shot a deer from his truck,
Uh-oh.
and I'm like, what fucking jackass would fucking shoot a deer from a truck? That's just fucking stupid. Well, come to find out, he has a permit to do that because he's disabled.
Oh, okay.
And he does, so basically he road hunts.
Okay.
But now he does it like up in without any people. But it's amazing how this guy does it too, and he doesn't give a shit about nothing, which I think is great. But
Yeah.
because that'd be me. I mean, my knuckles would be like sore as hell, but I'd be in there. I just miss the serenity of it. You know what I mean, Dish?
Yeah.
Just being in the woods and being quiet,
Oh, yeah. It's awesome.
right? And it's just,
Yep.
I remember last summer, I was going for, I said to the wife, I said, babe, I'll be back in a bit. Usually I'll say I'll be back in a minute or two or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when I said I'll be back in a bit, she knows it's going to be a bit. She says, where you headed? I says, the woods. She says, I won't leave the property. She said, okay. She said, you going out back? I go, yep. I said, and you can, the problem is that where I am, you can still hear the cars going by, the boats on the lake. And so it's not dead silent, but it's
Right.
silent enough,
Right. Just
There's
need to
one
get away
spot.
sometimes. Yeah.
There's this one spot, just was thinking, is Mikey talking about it? I'm like, oh, shut up. So I walk out back to this one spot. I found this spot. Shit, I was fucking 17, 18 years old when I found this spot. And it's an old rock glacier, and at the top of it, it's got a notch. It's just a perfect notch for a seat,
Yeah.
And so obviously it broke somehow, some way, whatever. But anyway, now I cover myself in fucking off and everything, and I go right to that fucking giant boulder glacier, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I sat on that thing, and I was just, I come back out. It was just about getting dark. I come back out. And we're walking back down the cottage, and she goes, feel better? I'm like, yes. I said, you should have came with me. She goes, no.
No.
She said, the old car's as far as I'll go. $10 says there's not one pair of pants being worn on the panel.
I don't have any. I've got shorts on.
I don't have pants on. I have, I'll even prove it to you. Just because I know Jay watching me like, Mikey, you're a liar.
Oh yeah. No, I haven't been ice fishing this year.
I muted myself.
Uh-oh.
Technically, I don't have pants on. So yes, technically, Jay Watt's right. I have camo sleep pants on. Yeah, I haven't been ice fishing either this year. I'm not going that same spot I went last year. There's no way. Ain't
Too
happening.
many weeds.
Oh my God. And I'm saying to myself, I should have known better too. I'm like, it's a very tiny ass pond. There's no way this thing is a fucking 6 pound fucking fish. I should have known better, but you get caught up in the moment. You're out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still got to buy an auger. I didn't even buy an auger yet.
Uh-oh.
Well, I don't want to tear up my hand.
Oh, you want a gas or an electric one?
Unless I can learn how to take the handle part off of the and then
Yeah.
put the drill on it. I don't know how to do that, but I don't know. It's an Eskimo. Eskimo sells the adapters, don't they?
Yes.
But then I'll need a handle for my drill, won't
I've seen people not use them, but I would get a handle for it. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier.
Because the drill I have is actually it's an impact gun, so that'll take my fucking arm right off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Or I'll just go on Facebook Marketplace and find like a 1982 fucking gas powered fucking auger for
Yeah.
$80 and buy it.
Yes.
But we got about 10 inches of ice, 8 inches, 9 inches of ice
Yeah.
at the lake here in town. Yeah, I was talking to a guy. He goes, the thinnest I saw, he says, had to be maybe 6 inches.
Okay, so it's good ice then, sounds like.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. He was making fun of me. He said, you gonna walk out there again? I'm like, yep. Park my fucking truck right there. Where I always parked in the sun, in the spring and the summer.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm gonna walk in off the beach and head for that little point where the restaurant is and sit right there all day. Well, at least for an hour, at least for a couple hours. The restaurant tried to kick me out of there.
Really?
Yeah, it's the back end of their parking lot, right? Their parking lot stops and there's a fence. Now I don't access their property at all. Okay. And so in the spring and the summer, I'll walk off the beach. I'll walk down the beach. And so they have a fence after the end of the edge of their parking lot, right? And then it's all like boulders after that.
Yep.
And so I'll walk to the edge of the beach to the boulders, and I'll walk over every fucking boulder till I get to where I want to go.
Oh wow.
And the dumpster's in the very far corner. The guy come out and he goes, you're not supposed to be there, right? I go, well, there's no signage that says private property, so no, I don't know. So he's, well, I'm going to call the cops. Says, you can call. I wouldn't bother calling the cops. I says, you'd be better off just calling back in the woods. He goes, why? I says, because I'm fishing. And I says, the cops don't have all the rules. I says, when it comes to shit like this, I says, the wardens will. I says, and by the way, in Massachusetts, it's EPA police. So go in and call the EPA police. Some other guy come out. Dude, you got about 5 minutes to gather your stuff and get the hell out of here. I go, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told the other guy. I ain't leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I know you're not going to come over that fence and physically remove me. So please don't sit there and tell me when I'm going to do something I'm not going to do. He called the cops.
Mm-hmm.
The cops called the fucking.
Oh, okay, good.
He goes, I said to the cop, I said, I'm not on private property. He said, I know. I said, then tell him that. He said, I'm just double checking to see what the laws are. I said, but there's no signage either way. There's no signage. So I'm not breaking the rule.
Right.
It doesn't say no fishing. It doesn't say no fishing from rocks. It doesn't say no fishing, private property. It doesn't any of that bullshit.
Right.
I said, that's saying it. He said, I'm with you. I said, okay. I'm going to continue to fish, by the way, so please don't think I'm ignorant. And I continued to fish. EPA finally showed up. And I never moved. I talked to them from the fucking rocks.
Okay.
And I said, I'm not moving until you tell me I have to move. And he says, well, you don't. I says, well, nice meeting you.
Yeah.
And then he says to me, he says, well, you do have a fishing license, right? I go, well, I'll tell you what. I said, I'll yell at all my numbers to you. I'm not walking across all those rocks just to give you my license.
Yeah.
He goes, that's fair. So he ran me and came back. He goes, listen, enjoy yourself. I said, you too.
Why do
Well,
people
that's where I go ice fishing.
Yeah.
So I'll ice fish out there. It's a nice little point.
Yeah.
But there's only like one other guy I've ever seen anywhere near there. Because, especially in the spring and summer, who the hell's going to fucking,
Yeah.
the kids go a little bit, but not as far as I go. But it sucks because I got to wear my boots, and it's just, I call them the muckluck, but not mucklucks, the Christopher Robin boots.
Okay.
Because they have a decent sole on them.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, because I'm not going to wear my sneakers and my other boots out there, because I'm probably one of these days I'm going to wind up in the drink anyways. But and the water never goes up there, so it's not like I'm going on slippery rocks,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm only there an hour and a half, 2 hours or so, because I can't. I sit, but it's very uncomfortable.
Sure. Yeah.
But I'm over there. Hopefully she'll get some time and be able to go over there. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
There's minimal weeds over there.
Yeah.
I won't be pulling out a fucking bowl of spaghetti.
Right.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I still want to go. I got to travel though to do it, because obviously I won't fish the river in the winter.
Oh no, that'd be dangerous as all get out.
Well, there's no ice on it, but there is now. But
Oh, I see what you're saying.
There's no ice on. There is some ice now, but I'm still not going on it. But it's just, I want to go pike fishing.
Okay.
But I can't travel. I can't go way up in Maine, and
Yeah.
and I can't go way out west in Massachusetts either. It's only an hour and a half ride to go see Craig. I'm quite sure that this pond's right where he is. That
Yeah.
I just don't have that kind of time. That's an all-day event. Jesus Christ, it's 3 hours of driving time, out there and back,
Yeah.
and fishing. So, that's a day event, I just don't have that time. But I can wait for the spring and just, I don't know, get in with somebody that knows better than I about the pike, because I don't want to catch one.
Yeah, that would be fun for you to do.
Because I enjoy the shit of catching pickerel and shit, and then you have a pickerel on the line too.
Yeah.
When you catch a pickerel, and so I enjoy the shit out of it. Just catch a pike. I'm not even looking for no fucking, I'm not looking to catch a fucking 13-pound pike. I just want to catch a pike. I mean, I even got I think they're down here or into my fucking here. I got my, I've even bought steel,
Leaders.
yeah. I originally bought heavy nylon ones. One of the guys said, "No, just go with steel." He said, "What do you use for line?" I go, "A 50-pound braid." He goes, "Jesus Christ, where the hell are you fishing?" I said, "The river mainly." As I fished the lake, I said, "I mainly fish the river." And I said, I mean, I could put fluoro on my other rod and fish the lake with the fluoro, but I love this rod. So boy, am I glad the people on there for me just hearing me say I love this rod. But I says with the river, as you fish the river, it's once it's shit that's down there, he's, "Oh no, I'm not telling you not to." He says, "You didn't want 30?" I said, "I don't think it makes a difference." He says, "How's it?" He says, "When you catch something else, but when you catch something," I said, "Well, I've caught crappie off this rod, and you knew you were catching a crappie too." I said, "So I had no problem." I said, "I wasn't using a fucking bobber, obviously, in the fucking river." I said, I was using a fucking soft bait."
Yeah. Hi, Scotsman.
"Hey, Scotsman, what's up?" I said, "I was using some soft." He said, "What are you doing for a soft bait?" "Catching crappie." I said, "Mimic minnow?" I said, "Red, not orange, but reddish orange, I guess, and green." And I showed him. He's like, "No way." I'm like, "Yeah, way." Right off the dock, down at 93. He says, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." Stand on the dock, right-hand corner of the dock, let it rip. I says, "And bring it in." I says, they're sitting in. I said, "You'll find the weeds." I said, "I let it sit, and then I'll start throwing it in." But I said, "My problem is I'll catch 2, and then that's it." I said, "I don't sit there all day and catch,
Yeah.
I says, "I watch these guys in the lakes in New Hampshire and Maine and even in Mass, and they're just, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. I mean, they're hitting schools that are just,
Right.
I said, but the ones I caught were, 14 inches long too."
Okay. Getting some nice ones.
Yeah, I showed him a picture of it. He's like, "Oh." I said, "So I ate him."
I was just going to ask if you ate them.
I ate him.
Good.
Everybody's like, "You ate something out of that river?" I said, "Jesus Christ, you can't go on this planet and drink. The only way you're going to get pure water on this planet is the spring coming out of the ground."
Right.
I go, other than that, any lake, river. And it's just for Christ's sake, I don't eat it every day. I don't, you know. I said, but yeah, I ate it. It's me and my kid. He had one fillet, I had the other. Put it between two pieces of fucking bread. I got that. I went and bought that what do you call it, batter for frying fish.
Uh-huh.
I got that right in a thing of hot oil.
Yummy.
And it just, my fucking kid, he loved it.
Do you take the skin off or do you leave it on and scale it?
Oh no, I filleted it with the skin off.
Me too.
Yeah,
I don't
I don't like
skin.
certain fish doesn't bother me, but I don't like when I went with Ed and we did the trout. We gutted it, you know, took the head off, gutted it, and then battered those some bitches up and fucking ate them just the way they were.
Okay.
That didn't bother me, and I like the tails too. The tail was kind of because it was crunchy, so it was good, you know.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's about the only. But just a little brookies. I probably wouldn't even do a big brookie.
Right. Yeah.
Just the little ones. I mean, back in the day, I just think I did it to a couple of perch, but that was shit. I was 15, 16, 17 years old when I did that,
Okay.
you know. But no, I fillet them. I'm getting kind of good with the filleting too.
Cool.
It's probably that knife I have. I don't know. Who gave me that fucking knife? I don't know. But, nothing works like a fucking charm. I feel like I'm watching I feel like I'm like Blue Gabe or his fucking brother. Deer meat for dinner. And I'm like, I can do what they do. Because I never did it that way before. You know? Like, my grandfather never did it that way. He'd take the head off, right? My father, too. Take the head off. They'd make a line down the spine, right?
Uh-huh.
With the fillet knife. And then he'd get right under the skin with the knife. And then he'd just do this and peel it back.
Oh, okay.
I could never understand how the fuck he did it without. I mean, there was a little bit of meat on it, but not, you know.
Yeah. Did a pretty good job.
It wasn't patches. You
Right.
know.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the hell do you do that? I could never do it that way, ever. Because I always used to leave meat on there.
Yeah.
And then, so for the longest time, I'd have somebody else do it.
Oh, okay.
And so finally, I think I was talking to Ed, and Mike, practice makes perfect. What do you think you're gonna fuck?
Yeah.
He goes, just try it. He says, do a fish fry, catch a bunch of fucking bluegill or whatever, you know, and just practice on a bluegill.
Yeah, fillet them up.
Sure as shit, I go on the canoe, I catch an absolute shit ton of bluegill. And they're all decent size.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had the holes in my palms to fucking show you. Oh my God, that hurts. But yep, I did it just like they did. Boom, half to the spine, come down, flip. Put your fucking knife at the tail.
Yeah.
Comes right on. Fucking pisser. I'm like, I'm a pro now.
Right.
Especially with this knife that I got all the way from Michigan.
Yeah.
You know? But it's I enjoy doing it. It's just, you know. And then I remember when I did the I remember with the other ones too, but when I did the crappie,
Mm-hmm.
I watched the video to make sure I'm not going to screw it all up.
Mm-hmm.
He says, just feel for the bone, you'll see it. And he said, just go right up, and it'll look like this when you're done. That motherfucker did not lie. I went, done. There's all the bones. I was like, holy shit. That motherfucker did not lie.
Right. Yeah, I leave all the bones too. I don't want those in my
No.
fillet.
I can't stand bones in a fillet.
No.
It's silly.
Yep.
It's just silly. When I should have, but I didn't. I did leave the skin on it, but then I just scooped everything out afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I scooped the meat out. But
Yeah.
when I caught the pollock, when I went deep sea fishing years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had to take a little bit of the tail off and the fucking head just to get it on the fucking grill. And it wasn't like I was using one of those little hibachi. Remember the old little hibachis with the fucking hooks? I was using a regular size, full size fucking gas grill.
Okay.
And the motherfucker still wouldn't fit on it.
Wow.
I almost just cut it in half and did it, and I didn't want to take the head off because I used the eyes as a fucking, you know, as a tester to make sure that it's, you know.
Cooked.
But the wife, oh my God, she fucking, I'm like, babe, what do I put on? She goes, I'll take care of that, Michael. She opens the fucker up, throws the butter in, does it all, right?
Yeah.
She had mushrooms in there. She had name something. She had it in there.
Yummy.
And I think she went down. I could be wrong. I might be wrong, but I thought she sent one of the girls down to my brother's cottage for an orange.
Oh yeah, yummy.
Gave me the orange
Uh-huh.
to eat, and then put the peels in there.
Oh, the peels. Okay.
And then she put, dude, I took this thing. I cooked this thing. Dish, let me tell you something. The girl's like, can I try that? No, you won't like it. But we ate through the bones. It was fine. You know,
Yeah.
Because I didn't, the deckhand asked me, do you want that fillet? I'm like, no, I should have, but I didn't.
Yeah.
But it was good though. It was fucking delicious, that white meat. And I cooked it right. Finally, I didn't fuck it up. Because I didn't know that you can fuck up fish like in a millisecond.
Oh yeah.
You know? But it was delicious. The other thing I want to do 2 dishes. I want to catch a decent sized catfish because I only have the horn pout here, and
Oh, okay.
the biggest one you're gonna get around here is maybe a pound and a half if you're lucky.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty much a panfish, right? So
Yeah.
So you're gonna need a few of those to, you know. Occasionally, now I can get them out of the rivers, but again, it's one of those things, you know. What is the name of the catfish we have here? I forget. But anyway, you get out with fucking gear is and all that. Those are fucking catfish.
No doubt.
You know, and I love catfish. Well, I like hornpout, and it's just catfish will taste the same, I would assume.
Right.
But I love catfish. I'd really like to one of these days see what do you call it tastes like. Some people call it lawyer fish. Some people call it because it's the bottom feeder. Some people call it burbot.
Oh yeah, sure. Lingcod, burbot.
Yep, lingcod, same thing.
Yeah.
But what do they use? What is the term they use up here? I forget. Anyways, that must taste absolutely delicious. And they say it's an awesome chowder, awesome fish for chowder. I don't really like fish chowder because
Okay.
it's too fishy.
Right. Yeah.
I know it sounds stupid, but it doesn't taste. It's too. And like when I eat clam chowder, it doesn't. It's not like I'm eating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
So, but I do want to try that. What the hell do they call them? What is it? I can't go on my phone and find out what the other name is.
Gearset channel, white bullhead,
No,
blue cats.
I think it's bull that I have up here. But no, this one is like it's almost like a snake. The burbot is like a. It doesn't have a tail. It has like a snake tail, like a.
Right. Yep. If you like, kind of like a dogfish almost.
Yeah. What do the fuck do they call them? Dish. Look up online. See what it says for what, another name for burbot or lingcod
All right.
up in the Northeast. If you wouldn't mind, young lady.
No.
right, Jay Watt? Jay Watt said that you're going to take me out catfishing and I'm going to come back with a cop.
How about eel pout?
No.
No. Let's see. What else is it called?
Jumping on thumb ramp. Mick Willie. Holy shit. How have you been? MCK.
Willie.
Great to see you, my friend. Buffalo cod or cutlass cod? Nope. That's not what we call it. Husk.
Oh, you thought of it?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yep, we call it cusk. The two main ones you'll hear up here are cusk or burbot.
Okay.
A lot of guys won't say link cod or. I'm doing all right. How you been, bro? It's great to see you. Yeah, so this side of the country, the vast majority of people will call it cusk. You get up to northern New Hampshire, northern Maine, and they'll call it burbot.
Oh yeah, burbot.
But-
Yeah.
But a lot of the guys, most people will call it a cusk. The guy caught one up in my lake of New Hampshire, 8 pounds.
Oh wow.
It was
An
a state
8-pound.
record. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a couple of years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago. Yep. However, do you ever catch an eel?
I have not caught an eel. I've seen them caught on trout in the river. Stuck to them.
Well, I caught one when I was a kid
Uh-huh.
at the lake where I grew up,
Yeah.
and they instantly swallow your hook. It's just you're not getting. And it does this like a snake.
Okay.
Coils up around your line, So now you think you got Moby Dick at the end of your fishing rod.
Yeah.
And I bring it up, And I don't know how close he was, but this dude was an old timer. Well, I call it old timer. The guy was probably in his 50s, and I was like fucking 13 or 14.
Right. Yep.
And he says to me, he says, "Kid, would you like to know how you take an eel off your line?" I said, "Is that what that is?" He said, "Yep, that's American eel." He said, "Would you like to know how to take that off your line?" I said, "Sure." He says, "Come here, bring that over here." So I go walking over to him, and he goes, "Snip."
So
And he
yeah.
cut his head off and threw it in the
Oh, he
water.
cut his head off.
Threw it in the water.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, "Now rip that head off your line." I said, "Okay, I'll take the head off the line." And he goes, "That's how you deal with it." He says, "Now you need more line," because he did. He wrapped himself all up, and
Yeah.
so I go over the tackle box, I reline, do everything, and I brought home. What did I bring home to my grandfather? Oh, two giant fucking bluegills,
Okay.
absolute giant. They were huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Hey, Popeyes." He says, "What?" I said, "I caught an eel." He said, "You did?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "What the hell is it?" So I told him what happened. He goes, "God damn it." He said, "Don't let people do that." I go, "What are you talking about?" He said, "He was helping me."
Yeah.
He said, "You ever catch an eel again, you bring it home to me." He said, he said, "Those are great eating." He says, we could have." I'm like, "Okay."
Really?
I never eaten one, so I don't.
Me either. I'm good. Thank you, MCK. How are you doing?
How's your back today?
Terrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even have any more Viking that I can ship to you. Yeah, so muscle relaxers wouldn't even help you because it's a nerve.
Yeah, they've got me on muscle relaxers also, but it's not working. Like you
Yeah,
said.
because it's more of a nerve than a muscle.
Right. Yep. It's the nerves. Yep.
You know what you need?
What?
Heat, ice. Heat, ice.
Ice also? Okay. I've been doing the
Yeah.
heat, but I didn't know to do ice.
You want to do the ice because, I'll say it this way because every back issue is different, right? But I use the heat when it hurts the most because I think that the muscle is just contracted, right?
Yeah.
So I use the heat to open it up and let it, and then I'll use the ice to put it back to like normal because I don't want to heat up an inflamed. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So now you use ice to. No, there's a couple of ways you can do that. You can get yourself a heating pad and then get yourself one of those ice pack thingamabobs. And by the way, you're only doing this for 10 minutes out of whack.
Okay. Yeah.
You're not doing it for an hour here, an hour there, but you can do it a couple of times a day. When I first got hurt, I did it about 3 or 4 times a day.
Okay.
But now that it's just chronic lower back pain for me because A, I'm old, and B, I think it's more arthritis than anything else now.
Yeah.
I use the heating pad, but what I do in the shower too is that I have I got that massaging head, and I'll just let that massaging. I put my hands against the wall. I'm getting arrested, and I let that thing hit my spine.
Right.
I let that thing hit my spine, and I move so I'll bend so the freaking water just hits right exactly where I want it. Oh my god! And then the hot part comes. It sucks, but I do it. I shut the hot water off and turn the cold water on.
Okay.
But it works. It gives me hours of freedom,
Right.
and usually The other thing I do now too, I do for myself that I found out too, Dish, is that like if I lay on my couch
Mm-hmm.
and I fall asleep, I wake, I'm a pretzel.
Okay.
Um, but the regular, and then that just makes things worse. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But my regular waking up back bothering me, that's what I do. I eat nice, and it gets me through. I'm not dumb anymore. I'm not like that little tiny friggin', well, it's not really tiny, but I wouldn't lift that fucking freezer by myself.
No.
No, if I had a two-wheeler, would I try it? Probably.
Yeah.
If I had the proper equipment and everything like that, yeah, I would. And that's another thing I used to do. I beat the shit out of myself without even thinking. You know what I mean? Like I just didn't think. I'd bend over something heavy instead of having my feet apart and then bending, squatting for it and picking it up. You know what I mean? Instead of bending over to pick it up. Using your leg. And I'm training myself now to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said before, there's days I can't even. There are days that I can't even bend over to tie my shoes, and so I just don't. Now I just, even on the days that I can, I just don't, because it's just the way I am. It's just the way I do it.
Yeah.
But on a good day, like today was a good day, I can put my left leg on my right leg. Put my socks on.
Yes.
Because on a bad day, I'll start the sock. I'll put the sock on the floor. I'll get as far as I can, reaching down, and I'll put the sock over the toes. And then if I can bring it up, and then I just pull as hard as I can. Because there are those days that I just can't do it.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. I had Camera Girl picking the clothes up off the floor for me because I can't get down that far.
Yeah.
I can. Let me say it this way: if I push it, I probably could, but I don't want to know what the outcome's going to be.
Yeah.
On the way back up.
Right. Yeah.
So because that's my biggest fear now. Because, well, as you know, you throw your back out, and for those who have done it, exactly about the feeling I'm gonna say. But those that haven't, you can once you initially hurt your back. After that, you can, if you throw your back out again, you'll feel it before it happens. Am I right,
Yeah.
Dick?
Yes.
It's a little feeling you get in your lower back, and you're like, oh, no way, and you're like, it's gonna happen. And sure as shit, the next time you move, now you can wave to somebody, you can do something stupid as wave to somebody, and there it goes, it's gone. But it's gonna happen, and it's the weirdest feeling. It's a sucky feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and as my wife would say, so you as you know, my all my back problems started from the car accident when I got rear-ended.
Right.
And I fixed myself, went to therapy, did all my shit, and then I stepped in a groundhog hole mowing the lawn one day.
Oh no.
Yeah, and that didn't work out well. So I went back to the doctor, and he's like, okay. And I says, dude, it's the same feeling I had he says, okay. So he gave me muscle relaxers and painkillers.
Yeah.
I said, okay. He says, and then I want you to go back to therapy and do what? I said, we really have to go back to therapy. I still have the paperwork on my top drawer. I said, I can do all the exercises. I said, I just don't have, he says, fine, do that. But if you don't get better, I'm going to force you to go. I said, all right, fine. So I did. I took the ball. I went against the wall. I did my, once I could move, I didn't do it right away. But once I could move, I took the ball, put it against the wall, did my little squats with the ball behind the thing. I do my leg stretches even every morning. I lift my legs. And then now I saw one. If you're sitting on the bed and these are your legs, you just do this. Just bend your legs up, right? So have your feet on your bed with your legs bent, and then do this, open and close your legs. I did that. Anyways, so I followed all the exercises they gave me for my back. And my wife, God bless her, I put her through more shit. She, I said to her, she goes, "You all right?" And I'm like, "No." We're eating dinner, so it's probably, I don't know. We weren't here. We were at the other house, probably 5:30 or so, at the other house, and because I climbed the stairs, and she's like, I go, "No," and so she said, "Here," and she goes and she says, "Good night." She gave me a muscle relaxer and a painkiller. 5:30 at night, she says, "Good night." I said, "Babe, I'm still eating my dinner." So I finished my dinner. And apparently, I was the joke of the family for a half hour or so, and then I was out like a light for about 12 hours.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I went out like a light. But now I can take. I'm trying to think of the name of it. It's a muscle relaxer, but it doesn't make me go to sleep. I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to think of the name of it.
Baclofen or
no? What the fuck is the name of that? Fuck me, I can't think of it. But anyway, they started prescribing me that one.
Okay. Gear said ibuprofen. LOL.
That's because Gear knows I get high off everything I put in my body.
Yeah.
No, but you know what else works too? Sometimes for me, Dish. It did for my leg when remember I got hurt at work?
Yes.
With my leg. They put me on naproxen for the inflammation.
Yeah.
And God damn, that shit works. But, well, it did for my leg.
Right.
But, why can't I think of the name of this fucking muscle relaxer? But thankfully, I haven't had to combine them. I've used the muscle relaxer, but I haven't needed the painkillers on top of it. Thank God.
Yeah, that's great.
Well, because taking care of the boy, I wouldn't be able to.
Right.
I would not be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to take care of him. There's no way. So like I said, that's why I said I do my best to watch myself, picking stuff up, even when I'm at work, I used to love using the full sheets of plywood for the decks, inside the trucks. We make these decks,
Mm-hmm.
and they have these bars that come down, and they're square. They're like, I don't know, probably 4 inches tall,
Okay.
about
Yeah.
3 inches wide, and we bring them down. And I used to use now we use half sheets of plywood, and throw them up there because now I can't because a lot of the sheets of plywood are they're not they're sometimes they're 3/4, so 3/4 sheet of plywood is fucking heavy.
Oh yeah.
you know, and I'm getting old. I can't, even if I didn't have any back problems, I'm getting old. I don't want to be throwing fucking 3/4 inch plywood up over my head. You know, those days are over. Klonopin, yeah, I wish. And by the way, Klonopin's with a C. I used to work with a kid. He was fucking high as a kite every fucking day. He came in. He's on his Klonopins and Bens or whatever the fuck else he was on. It was all prescribed though. It was all
Okay.
you know. But he had a monthly prescription, right?
Yeah.
And especially with the Klonopins, he came in.
Really?
Oh, he'd come in all fucked up every morning. And I go, oh, it's going to be a good morning for you today, huh? You're not driving today, are you? Oh, yeah.
Great.
And they let him. And I'm like, whatever. And I told the owner right to his face. I went, listen to me closely. I went, if I'm ever in the truck when we get in an accident, I says, I've gone to my warehouse manager. I've gone to the second in command. Now I'm coming to you. And I've gone to them 3 or 4 times. And by the way, I went to HR and let her know that I spoke to them. So now everything's on record. Because if something happens to me and he's driving, I own you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm just letting you know that up front. At least I'm honest. And well, you know, Mike, there's no test for it. We can't. I said, look at him. You know, like, would you let him drive your car? If you wouldn't let him drive your car, why would you let him drive your fucking company truck? You know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But then, towards the end of the month, he'd come in all mad, right?
Yeah.
You know, all fucking full of piss and vinegar because he already ate them all.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Now he has to fucking Jones until he gets his. I'm just like, bless your heart.
Yeah, my uncle was that way, and he would go to the methadone clinic, and he would take it all before he was supposed to, and he'd be terrible after that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's hard. I mean, I try not to make. I did my best not to make fun of him, but
it's hard to believe he held down a job like that.
yeah, I go to him. I said, John, I said, there's a way out, you know. I said, you don't have to live like this. There's a way out, and if you want the help, let me know. I said, this is just dumb for you. You know, no, I'm good. I'm okay. I just feel bad, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have a right to go home to my family at the end of the day too.
True.
You know, I wouldn't let them use a saw. We used to cut this. They call it Lexan. When I was at the sign supplier, and they call the stuff Lexan. It's plastic, and anyway, I wouldn't let them. And it comes on a roll, and we used to cut it to certain lengths. You know.
Okay.
And I wouldn't. I'm like, hey, I'm not working with him with a saw. Get the fuck out of here. Not happening. I'll do it. That was the other thing. Bending over doing that. Oh my God. I'm like, when is this going to end?
Right.
But yeah, no. So he was. I remember sharing a cab with a guy that was on his way. The cabbie says to me, he says, would you mind terribly if I dropped him off at the clinic? And I go, no. Go right ahead. He's all, thank you. And the guy gets in. And he's all right. And called him by his first name. And He says, I'm going to take you right to the clinic. He said, this guy's going to allow me to, you know. He said, oh, thanks, man. I said, you're welcome. And he's fucking eye gouging his eyes out of his fucking head. And
Oh my goodness.
we get to the fucking clinic because he said clinic. And I'm like, clinic? This guy needs a fucking detox. And then it hit me. He was going to the methadone clinic.
Yep.
And Cabby pulls in. There's a fucking line out the door at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, I just bless you all. You know, it did help a lot of people though, the methadone. You know, help them come off it, you know,
Oh yeah.
which is obviously a good thing.
Yes.
But then they hook them on the methadone, and it's just,
Yeah, that's how my uncle was. Yeah, definitely. It's like one evil for another evil.
yeah. I mean, I know guys, you know, he's still alive. It's not like he died or anything yet. But
Uh-huh.
he was a heroin addict.
Wow.
And he was a daily heroin user for 20 years.
Wow.
And when he told me that, I looked him right in the eyeball. And I went, you're a 20-year. I said, I'm not calling you a liar, but please don't take this wrong. It's going to come out wrong, but trust me, I believe you 110%.
Mm-hmm.
I said, you did heroin for 20 years? He's like, yep. He says, and my wife had no idea until about the 16th year.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, she didn't see any changes in you? No weight loss problems, no holes in my arms, feet. And he goes,
Right.
clueless.
Huh.
I says, what happens the 16th year? She goes, oh, she fucking found out. She wasn't happy. She said, you going for help? He said, I went to detox. He says, I got out. He said, and as soon as I got out, I went right to the street, got what I needed. And he said, it was terrible. And I said to him, I said, how the hell did you stop? He goes, I remember going, he says, she didn't like divorce me, but we got, what do you call it when you're not divorced? You're not together, but you're not divorced, separated.
Yeah.
And he said, we got separated. He said, I saw her and the kids every day. You know, I'd see them every day. He said, but, you know, I said, I get it. He goes, so one day, I had a bad day. He says, and I called her instead of going over. He said, I should have just went over.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, what's the matter? He said, oh, that's fine. Anyways, long story short, he winds up overdosing. But they bring him back,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. So, but I guess the problem is that he was like, you know, like, so he was in ICU for, I think he said 4 days, something like that. And his wife came in and she said to him, you're in ICU, you've been here, whatever, 4 days. And he looked her in the eyeball and he goes, how do I stop this? She says, I don't know, but at least you know that you gotta. He went away for 6 months
Mm-hmm.
to a treatment center. For 6 months, didn't see his wife or his kid. Called him, you know,
Yeah.
when they let you, because you can't, you know, at this particular place, you can only use it, you know, you can only use the phone when they allow you to.
Right. Yep.
6 months away from his family. And he goes, Mike, and he says they had to give him, he didn't say it was, what do you call it? But they were giving him other stuff so he wouldn't like die, I guess, or whatever. He wouldn't have a, what do you call it?
seizure or something.
Yeah. You know, like alcoholics will have
Oh
that
yeah.
grand mal seizure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the addicts have something similar to that, I guess. So, so they gave him drugs so that wouldn't happen.
Right.
And he says, and then probably, he says, a month and a half before I left treatment, he says, I wasn't on anything. They weren't giving me anything. And he goes, that, and then it got tougher. I said, yeah, because you didn't have, I get it. He says, and then he says, you know, the wife said, go to a sober house and then you can come home. I got to make sure that you're, you know.
Yeah.
He
Right.
says, I get it. I understand. Da, 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 da. And he went, did his thing. He went to meetings. And that's where I met him. And I said, Jesus Christ. I said, you should be like dead. He goes, I know. I said, dude, there ain't heroin addicts that live fucking long enough to fucking do heroin for 20 years. He goes, I know. I said, you are one lucky son of a bitch. He goes, let me tell you something, Mike. I go, what? He goes, I quit smoking. I said, oh, congratulations. He says, let me tell you something. He goes, quitting smoking? I said, yeah. He says, 10 times worse withdrawals than the fucking heroin.
Oh my
And I'm
goodness.
like, what? He goes, oh yeah. He says, quitting smoking was fucking real bad. Real bad.
Huh.
I'm like, gee, thanks.
Yeah, really?
But yeah, him and I, we talk all the time, and I'm like, but he'd say to me, there's like, well, so I guess it's different parts of the country because I've talked to people across the country about it. And, you know, when I go away, like when I went with my wife, we went to the convention, the HD convention.
Mm-hmm.
I found a meeting. I went to a meeting. And it's the same, obviously it's the same concept, you know, but they want them different. So where I come from, a drug is a drug is a drug is a drug. So yeah, there's closed meetings just for alcohol. So if you're an addict, they don't want you there. But I've yet to see anybody get thrown out that identified as an addict and have some jackass say, get out of here because it's only for alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Minnesota does it different. So does Florida. They believe that, well, let me say it this way. That town that I was in believed it anyways, that if you were addicted just to alcohol, then there isn't any reason why you can't go out and smoke weed, do coke, do fucking heroin. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's not your addiction. Your addiction is to alcohol, and vice versa. If you were a pill, you know, if you were a pill person, you should still be able to go out and drink because you didn't have a problem with booze, you had a problem with pills.
Wow.
And I sit there and I'm like this. You people are fucked up. And I'm like, are you serious right now?
Right.
And then it was really prevalent when friends of ours had an issue, still do, but they had an issue with their daughter. And she went down to Texas because she's battling drug addiction.
Mm-hmm.
She went to Texas, came home, and the next thing I see is a photo on fucking Facebook of them having a drink at a bar for the birthday. And I went, well, she went to Texas, so that explains it. But now I have to tell her that she's really fucking that up because she shouldn't be doing that.
Right.
And my wife's like, no, you can't. I says, yeah, watch me. And so I did. I says, don't enable her to drink booze. well, they said, I don't give a fuck what they say. Because now that she's going to do recovery here, they're going to tell her she's out of her fucking mind.
Yeah.
So it's like a regional, I don't know. It's the weirdest fucking thing. Because around here, and when I mean around here, I mean New England, because I've been to meetings in fucking Connecticut, Rhode Island, fucking New York, Maine, New Hampshire, obviously.
Yeah.
And they're, like I said, they have their women's meetings only, and they have men's meetings only, and they have quote unquote closed meetings for alcoholics only. They have all those, yes. And they even have them for gays only. And I'm like, how do you prove that one? That's what I want to know. But it's like, seriously, how do you
Right. Yeah.
like what? Like, is there a test? I mean, I went to here's where Jay was going to have a lot of fun. I go to a AA meeting, and I didn't look in the book to see. I just, oh, that's right down the street. I can make that, and I'll go there. And I goes, oh, even better, it's a men's meeting.
Uh-oh.
So, if anybody's been around recovery, whether it's booze, sex, gambling, it's a 12-step recovery program. All of them are, okay. They're all based on each other. You can insert where it says gambling and put booze. It's the same thing.
Okay.
And so, we call them, and there's 12 steps and traditions, okay? And so we call guys that prey on new women or new people, we call them 13th steppers. I said, what the hell's a 13th? Because when I was new, I was like, Dad, what the hell's a 13th step? He goes, oh, Jesus, those are the people that are. So I was like, okay. So into this meeting I go. I'm like, oh, great, it's a men's meeting. No, it's a gay men's meeting. And I'm sitting there, and of course break comes, and I'm like, okay, I still don't. I mean, there was a couple of guys with, high pitched fucking, hey fellas,
Yeah.
but other than that, no. And so I'm getting a break. I went and got another coffee. I go to have a butt cigarette. Sorry, Jesus Christ. And so I'm talking to a couple of guys, and they're like, oh, you're new here? I'm like, yeah. I says, oh, well, AA's and that. And I'm like, oh, I know. I said, I've been around AA. It's just I'm new to the meeting. I says, I just looked in the book to come to a meeting. And the guy that's really like, I'm like, this guy's a weirdo. So the other guy says, he goes, how long have you been sober? I said, I don't know, 10 years. And he goes, he said, this meeting's a gay meeting, right? I go,
Oh no.
I said, I do now. He goes, you're not gay, are you? I says, fuck no. I not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm not. I said, I'm married. And he goes, well, we can do that. I said, look, I'm just saying, no, I'm not. I'm married. I'm heterosexual. I says, why is this closed gay meeting or something? He goes, you didn't read the book? I goes, dude, I just read in the book, there's a meeting. I said, I don't look at those stupid little, whatever the fuck those things are. He goes, well, you should.
Oh my goodness.
And he goes, I says, oh, I says, do I have to leave? He goes, fuck no. I don't kick anybody out of a fucking meeting just because they're not, I said, yeah, me neither. Because I can't stand people that say, oh, if somebody actually said, you have to leave because you're an addict and not an alcoholic, because I'd probably punch him in the mouth. He's on the same way. So, I'm talking to him. And I'm totally bummed out the guy that was supposedly was, 13th stepping me. Then I said to the guy, I go, so what's up with this guy? He says, oh yeah, he's, he thought you were fresh meat. I'm just like, thanks. Well, you know how they are. Oh, I know how they are. And I said, you have it. I said, you've been to, and I almost said regular meetings too, but I didn't. I stopped myself.
Right.
And I said, you've been to those meetings where the guys do that to the girls. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. I think it's rotten and mean. People are there to get well and change their life. And I go, fucking these idiots that fucking, takes all kinds. But yeah, so that was my experience with that. That was a lot of fucking fun. I call my buddy up. I go, hey. He goes, what? I goes, that's where I just came from. He goes, where'd you just come from? I said, meeting. He goes, oh, what do you want, a fucking bozo button? I go, I came from a gay meeting. He goes, that sounds like something you should be telling your wife.
Right, yeah.
As I already did, I think she's still laughing. I did it one night in a bar too.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right, so my drinking in where I grew up, I drank the nights of Columbus, and there was no women except for Friday nights. So, and that was 3/4 of the way through my drinking. So that was the last quarter of me drinking. Was they were allowed to come. So I did most of my drinking without them. So it was nothing for me just to walk into a bar, have it be all guys. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd go to the VFW, all guys. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So the American Legion is the only one that was co-ed, pretty much. But anyways, bottom line is, I grew up drinking with just all guys. Jesus Christ, you go to a party out in the woods, it's all guys. When we were teenagers, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
My cousin's living in Worcester. And so we go out to see him, and I don't know if we were going to a game the next day or what. I don't know what the fuck the story was. But we were going to stay there. And anyway, so we go out, and I called him, and I said, where are we going? I said, because I drive to Worcester a lot for work. And I said, I said, give me a landmark that I'll. He said, there's a bar. I said, okay. But it's on the right-hand side. He said, yeah. Well, he thought I was coming the other way.
Oh no.
I walk in the bar, female bartender. I'm like, okay. I walk in, I said, oh, I have a beer. We're talking. All of a sudden, I mean, it wasn't like one of those bars where, they're all dressed in they didn't look like the village people. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was just, it wasn't like the village people cop there with the black leather.
Yeah,
it wasn't none of that bullshit. It was just, there was nobody dance with each other. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was a bar. It wasn't a fucking. So I sat at the bar. I forget what game was on, watching some game, and I'm drinking. I fucking apparently started hitting on me, and the bartender says to me, I said to the bartender, I said, yeah, I'm waiting on my cousins. And he goes, my cousin lives here in Worcester. And I said, I don't. And the girl says, no shit. I kind of got. Anyways, long story short, she finally said to me, she said, are you, when you said you were waiting on, I said, I'm waiting on, my brothers and my cousin. And so we get into talking, and she leaned over the bar. So of course, her shirt's open, the wire, the gay bar, who knows?
Right.
But so she leans right over the bar, and I'm like, cool, I'm going to get her number. And so what do? I mean, I wasn't married or anything, so I'm a guy, and I've already had a few beers in me. So what am I doing? Absolutely looking right down her shirt. And she goes, "Can I ask you a question?" She says, "Actually, never mind. You just answered it." I says, how can I answer a question without even talking? She goes, because you just looked on my shirt. I go, well, not for nothing. You leaned over as you wanted to whisper something, so I leaned over to him. They're there. What the fuck do you want me to? I mean, really? She goes, oh no, I'm not mad. Don't worry about that. I said, well, that's good. She goes, but that answers my question. I goes, well, she goes, you're not gay. I go, no, am I supposed to be? The fucking guy beside me on the other side, to my right, almost fell off his bar stool laughing his ass off. He looks at me and he goes, no, but the rest of us are. And I go, oh, okay. That explains why my cousins and my brothers aren't here yet. I says, because they're, he goes, what's the name of the bar? And he goes, that you told, I says, and he goes, yeah, that's across the street then, I'm nuts. I'm like, well, thank you very much. So now I'm finishing my beer. I don't give a fuck where I'm going. I'm finishing my beer.
Yeah.
So I'm finishing my beer. And, I just call the bartender over. I go, so listen. And she goes, I'm lesbian. I'm like, oh, okay. No.
Oh, no.
I'm like, I know. But here's the funny part. Think about this for half a second. You go to a gay bar, right? You got a female bartender with her boobies hanging out, and she's a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
So why are the boobies hanging out? Because it's not a lesbian bar; it's a gay bar.
Exactly. Sounds like she was just a whore.
So I said to her, I didn't have any ones. And I said, can you break this for me? She's like, yeah. She says, why is this? Well, I want to give you a tip. I mean, I want to give you you know what I mean? Of course, the guy to my right, he just fucking stopped. He's just like, he's like, if you stayed long enough, there's a bunch of people that want to give you a tip. And I'm like, yep. And I said, well, that obvious? He says, I knew as soon as you walked in, you weren't gay. I said, well, you know what's good? He goes, what? I goes, when I walked in, I didn't know any of you were gay. How's that sound? So what's that tell you? We're all just fucking humans. And he started laughing. He goes, no, I know. So I walk across the street. And they've been there for fucking,
Yeah.
I'm like, hello, assholes. And they're like, why are we assholes? I go, because I'm in a bar waiting for you. You weren't here. We were here before you. I go, that's because I was at the wrong bar. Where are you? And I go across the street. And my cousin goes, right off the rip. He goes, you realize that's a gay bar? I said, I just found that out about 10 minutes ago. He goes, how would you not know? I go, because every bar I go to at home, I drink with all guys.
Mm-hmm.
I goes, it's not like they have name tags that says I'm gay. I'm like, you know what? It wasn't like a meat factory. It wasn't like somebody, they're all powering on you and shit. There's regular bar, regular people.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing darts, playing pool. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't like they were the village people and they were, you know what I mean?
Right.
But laugh my fucking ass off. I'm like, only me. I must be the only person who's probably the fucking only gay bar in this fucking town. And then I go to hit on the fucking bartender and get her fucking number. She's a lesbian. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? How's my luck going? And these are the reasons why I don't drink anymore, Dish.
There you go. Those are good reasons.
Man, I'm telling you. Did I tell you I'm in love?
No.
Yes. I'm in love.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. So I'm on my phone, and was I on TikTok or Facebook? Probably, whichever, doesn't really matter. I was watching a reel, and it was an ice skate. Now, you can call me what you want. I like watching ice skating for the Olympics.
My mom does too.
And there's this woman on there. I believe her last name is Dunn, D-U-N-N. Blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And she was skating to Making Love Out of Nothing at All from Air Supply. And I love that song, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I look at my wife, I go, hey, by the way, babe. She goes, where? I goes, I'm in love, see you later. She goes, bye. She goes, who are you in love with? I goes, her. She goes, yeah, that's da-da-da-da. I go, oh, you know her? She goes, I said, yeah, she's going to the Olympics for the short program, blah, blah, blah. She's like, yep. She goes, open up the thing. I open up the thing. You know, you get the little down arrow, tells you about the video, tells you who she is, whatever, right? So I hit the thing and it says, first LB, you know, the alphabet fucking. And I go, oh, she's gay. And I went, wait a minute.
Oh.
I go, wait a minute. I'm reading. I go, babe, she's bisexual. Well, I'm in. And I'll watch it.
You're hilarious.
And my wife says, what is wrong with you? And I go, what's this other one? It wasn't, she's not trans. She's not, it was Grace. I don't forget what the fuck it meant. Did it begin with a P? I don't know what it was. And like, yeah, I really don't care what it meant. I really don't care. All I know, I said to my wife, I go, all I know is that I could care less if she's bi, because that's on both sides of the plate. The other side of the plate doesn't bother me when it's a chick. I'm good. But on a serious note, this chick is really good. She goes, yeah, she is. I go, so I'm in love and kicking you to the curb. without even thinking, without it. Dude, would you like help packing? I look right at her like, Jesus, you didn't even like, you know, say that with a smirk on your face, or like, you know, I got you, or, you know, you were just like, hey, need help packing, like. I don't know. You gotta have fun, Dick.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're hilarious.
I keep telling my wife, we just gotta have fun. You can get mad all you want, we're human beings, but at some point in time, you just gotta have fun. You gotta laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I found Spotify on my phone too.
Oh yeah?
That was dangerous. Now I'm tuning out, right?
Yeah.
And my daughter's like, you can make a playlist. I goes, oh, what? She was a playlist. She goes, you can put certain genres in this one, certain genres in that, you know.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, I don't know all this stuff. I'm hitting the like button, so I just because it says your liked songs or whatever the hell is that, whatever the hell it is. And so I hit that and it lists all the ones I hit like. I said, so I boom. She goes, yeah, I have that. She says, you've never been on Spotify? I goes, no, why would it be on Spotify? And she goes, you know, there's podcasts on there too. I goes, really? She goes, yo, that guy you watch on YouTube, the Rogan guy, is Joe Rogan.
Oh,
She
Joe
goes,
Rogan.
he's on there.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
get the fuck out of here. I'm like, okay, cool. I said, so now I can listen to fucking everything off my phone. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. So I got the tunes going.
Yeah.
And I'm playing all my 80s shit. And she come home and I'm like, just fucking tuning out, having a grand old time, washing dishes and doing whatever the fuck I was doing. He says, look who's in a good mood. I goes, babe, it's music. There are two things, nothing better for your soul than two things: laughter and music.
Right.
Laughter and music are the best things for your soul. Well, let me say it this way. Laughter and music are the best things for my soul. How's that?
There you go.
Okay, I don't know what I shouldn't really say what everybody else is, but for my soul, laughter and music are the best. I should probably put my glasses on. It's all fun and games with Dish's truck pulls up in the driveway. Let me tell you about the willy I would get if that ever happened. Jay, what? Do you know how far back Dish and I go? Further than you and I.
Really?
Yeah. I knew you before Jay Watt.
Oh, okay.
Dish, I was watching you guys when you were. Wait, I want to make sure I say this right.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were in Michigan still,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
right?
Yep. The good
And
days.
you always wore your baseball cap.
Yep. Always. Yep.
And Ditzy wasn't upstairs or wherever else she was when you were there. She was always at a light. Like
Yeah.
Johnny, right?
Yeah.
Just that had to be holy shit. Dish, that had to be 2000, what, 13, 12?
Let me see when I started. I don't even know where it says.
Because I know. Oh,
It's
Jay
been-
Watt, no, I know. I'm serious. MCK said, Dish, Dino put out a couple of video. I can't read it because of the stupid money sign
Oh, recently. Cool.
recently. See, Dino, as in the guy with the black hair?
The leather guy. I think.
Oh, the leather guy?
I think he did leather anyways. I could be wrong. It's been so long.
Oh, I thought, you know who I thought it was? I thought it was the guy that made the Ferrocerium rods.
Oh, that's who is that?
He's Greek looking, but he's not Greek.
Right, yeah. Starts with an N. Nathan.
Nathan, okay.
Yeah. I bet so, MCK. It was great to hear his voice, he said.
Yeah, that'd be like me if I ever hear Mr. Tolley's voice again.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Another leather maker.
Yeah, knife sharpener and leather work. Okay, yep. Dino. Good old Dino. Yep, Nathan 4071. Yep.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
how long have you been on YouTube?
I think it was 2012 or 2013. I can't remember which.
Yeah, so I was right.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're looking at 13 years.
That's awesome. We still haven't met though.
I know, that's fucking disgusting.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's not my problem that you drove to fucking Virginia and you didn't take a fucking little
That's
north trip,
true. I
fucking
know,
12 hours
right?
north,
What the heck was wrong with me?
you know?
Yes.
Actually, depending upon where in Virginia you were. It could be shorter.
True. Probably was. You should have gave me your address back then.
You guys had my address back then, didn't you?
Maybe
You sent me the letter D.
R.
Ah, duh.
Yeah, the letter R. Yep, that's right.
But you guys, was it the Kavalakis or was it Virginia with the town began with a C?
That was North Carolina. Had to think for a minute. I tried to block all that stuff out, so it's hard to
Yeah,
remember.
I know. But you were close to Josh.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that'd be awesome, MCK. He's going to come to Michigan, Hillsdale, Michigan, in the summer.
MCK. Mick, listen to me. I already owe Stevie, Stump, and whoever else got to meet Dish. Did Ohio meet you too?
No.
All right, good. So I don't have to punch him in the mouth. He's a little bit bigger than me.
Yep. Jay Watt.
Fuck you, Jay Watt. Yeah, gear I am. I'm going to turn into a pumpkin pretty soon.
Yep, pumpkin.
But you know what, gear? Believe it or not, I'm having too much fun.
Definitely. I knew he was going to say that.
Right? Well, yeah, it is. It's early. It's early in the goddamn morning. I should probably go and check on the boy, though.
Yeah.
Make sure he doesn't have to use the bathroom so my wife don't get up because she's going to work tomorrow again.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she works 2 12s on Saturday and Sunday.
Wow.
As a nurse, she does the teaching during the day. Whoopsies. Told you this place was a freaking mess.
The cat did it.
Blame the cat.
Yep.
Oh, I don't hear him, so. Oh, there you are.
Oh, that's cool, MCK. Yep, Stevie's a cool guy.
No, it's cool with me.
No.
All right, let me go check on him and I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Yep, good old Facebook Messenger. Now I'm just here alone. Yeah, I'm glad you came around, MCK. That's awesome. And Gear and JY, you guys are awesome always. All y'all are. Oh man, the good old Go Girl. I never did get one of those J1. Right, MCK. Yep, I agree. Yeah, I guess I can't really prove that, can I, Jay Watt? Yep, I'm still in the same place. Grand Haven, Michigan. Yep. Jay Watt. All right, MCK, you're awesome. Take care. Yes, stay warm.
I'm back.
Okie dokie. Is he okay?
Well, it was a patent, so
Yeah.
usually that's how he has to go to the bathroom. So I was good to see an MCK,
Yeah, it was.
but I haven't seen him in a while.
No, me either. But we haven't been on for a while except for last week.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I haven't seen him do any bids either, though.
No, I haven't either.
But Gia's gonna hate me.
Uh-oh.
It is late though.
Yeah, it is.
Good night, MC. Okay, great to see you, my friend.
Yeah, it's
Right.
2:08, so yeah.
Yeah, it's getting late, so
Yeah.
sorry, Gia. Poor Josh was having to do her late night streams alone. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming. Much appreciated.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
It was great seeing you, all of you. It was great to have Shalisa up for a little bit, her and Stevie.
Yes.
Good to see that she's back on the mend.
Yes.
It was good to see Gunpowder Beauty. I don't know if you knew what Gunpowder Beauty was doing a Silver Wall lesson with the kids.
Oh.
She said, I'm going to have you on in the background. And I'm like, okay, cool. So that was cool. All right, but I'll do my best to do another one next week too.
Okay, cool, man.
All right. Before I leave, I just have 2 words to say. Go Patriots. We're back.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, you guys. Thanks for coming, sweetheart. I'm going to leave from here.
Yeah, me too. Night, guys.
Bye.